So this was prior to the events of the first game. That looks like Samuel.
Where are you?
Oh, there was this Samuel's, like, girlfriend?
Samuel?
Amazing that only that part of the manor caught on fire. Yes, so this is Black Mirror 2. More up-to-date game. 1993, Bedford, Maine. Or is it Bedford? So Samuel died at the end of the first game. Now we're playing as Darren Michaels? And so begins Chapter 1 out of 6. No title.
Get on with it! Stick the damn fuse back in! I want to open the store!
What? When there is a new diary entry, the corresponding symbol will flash at the top left of the screen. You can open the diary via the indicator or by using either the D or the J key. Okay. We have, oh my god, yes. We have this. You can see now. No more pixel hunting. Alright, let's save. Is this? It's like the autosave? I don't know. How does this system work? Keep to the same system. Alright, so we got handle.
Well, at least it'll give me a bit of light until I get the power turned back on.
Okay, that's see, nope. Nope, no. No. When you have received all of the information about an object in the game, you lose interactivity. Menu, we need to turn on. Where is... Oh no. There better be... the original... Display dialogue subtitles. Okay, it didn't say just subtitles. It was odd. Let's test this out.
An old clothes dummy. Ugh, judging by the smell, it's been damp at some point. Now it's just moldering away.
And look, totally...
The fuse! The fuse, man! Open your eyes!
The tips system gives you information at the start of the game about how to play. If you don't wish to receive any tips, deactivate this feature in the options menu. Totally 90s. He's wearing a vest. Apparently we
I
got...
wouldn't accept it as a present, even if it didn't stink.
Alright, we got tap.
A water faucet. If Fuller had a garden he wanted to water, he could do it from here. But in Fuller's garden, you'd get pretty well nothing to grow.
Water for the garden.
An ancient rusted bucket with a little bit of water in it. A beer crate with 24 bottles. All empty. And the bottles aren't dusty either. Beer doesn't keep long around here. With that water in the bucket, it's only a matter of time until it's completely rusted through.
Alright, we still have bucket.
I certainly don't need a bucket, nor a load of rusty water. Cheap beer. That's about right for Fuller. I just wonder why he has the crate in the basement. I can't see him coming down here every time he wants to drink a beer upstairs.
Cheap beer.
Think you'll be done today? How long does it take to install a new fuse?
Why are you so much louder?
An old garden hose with more holes than a golf course.
Beer. Cheap beer.
I can't do anything with that.
Wada hosed the cheap beer.
A light shaft with a grill leads up to the backyard. The hinges on the basement grill are rusted. No idea if you could open it, and even if you could, it'd squeak like hell. I don't want to open the grill. Why should I?
Well, because it's interactive.
I don't want to open the grill.
Alright. Pellet. I don't know why I'm
That
searching.
rickety pallet is blocking my view of the lower shelves. I can't see what's behind there. That rickety pallet is blocking...
Maybe move it? Right click used to be interact.
There's not as much dust on the floorboards here. They're almost shiny, in fact. So does Fuller stand here every night with a beer looking at these awful pictures?
Okay, the accent, I don't know if it's just the person's accent or they're trying for an accent, but it's kind of inconsistent. Floorboards. Picture.
There's not as much dust on the floorboards here.
Floorboards.
They're almost...
Alright. Alright. Developer.
Photo developer. Looks like it's been there for a while, but the bottle's still sealed, so it could still be good.
This is where I keep the game developers on a shelf.
Fuller will hardly miss it, and even if, I can live with it. A battered paint can with about half an inch of dust on the lid.
That's a lot of dust.
Dr. Rainbow's Finest Pearly White 85. I don't think I can recall having seen one pearly white thing in this whole building.
Maybe take it.
There's not as much dust on the floorboards here.
Okay, so bottom is our inventory. We got
A small container of photo developer from Fuller's basement. It's full to the brim.
Come on, get on with it!
why do protagonists have to be so quiet?
My SLR camera, fitted with a flash too. I never leave home without it.
Okay.
That's a postcard of Biddeford. It's very useful for getting from one part of town to the next. But I can't just go off across the town right now. I've still got things to do here.
It is Biddeford. Alright, we can still interact with the floorboard, but there's also ropes.
If I want to look at awful pictures, then I can do it upstairs in the store.
Clicked on the rope.
If I want to look at awful pictures...
Okay, pictures. Rope is pictures.
Oh my god. Who would want to be photographed in front of that backdrop? Well, maybe it was the trend. Once.
Don't know. Rope.
If I want to look at awful pictures... If I want to look at awful pictures...
Alright, crammed shelf.
Let's see. A few plastic containers, bottles and boxes, light bulbs, cables, grease. And a small carton of fuses. Hopefully the fuses work. You never know in this place.
Alright, fuses.
There's just one fuse left in the box. But at least it looks unused. I reckon it still ought to work.
So many sounds. Okay, let's open the fuse box.
An old dust-encrusted fuse box. There are a lot of wires coming out of the top of it, which then run along the floor joists. Doesn't look exactly safe. Okay, then. just like everything else of Fuller's, pretty well junk.
Instructions.
I think I can swap a fuse over without needing instructions.
You say that.
The replacement fuse still looks okay. I ought to try it out.
So is that?
The blown fuse must be under here. Huh, Fuller's already had a go at it. But again, he couldn't sort it out.
Yeah.
3 other fuses look fine, but this one's had it. I should throw that away, otherwise I'll get mixed up.
The cover was all weird too.
Well, that's that. Now all we need is some power.
Power. We need the power. We Boston? You're in Boston. There's no wires coming out of these.
Okay, so let's have a look. Let there be light. Don't need this anymore.
No, we can burn the place down. Spacebar shows you all the...
I don't want to open the grill. Why? A water faucet. If Fuller had a garden he wanted to water, but in Fuller's garden, you'd get pretty well nothing to grow.
Alright. Is that like a hook thing? My god, this is like accidents waiting to happen. I don't know if there's any reason.
I'll leave it here in case the power drops out again. And that could only be a matter of time looking at the fuse box. A timeless, plain and simple 80-watt bulb on a cable. A classic.
Let's go.
So let's go up. A wonderful working day awaits, full of appreciation and deep personal fulfillment. Ugh.
Finally! You make a big deal about going to college, but you're too sappy to replace a fuse.
Why? What is
Put
that?
that board outside in front of the store. Get on with it!
What board? Spotlight.
You know, that fat idiot's kit really isn't too bad. And pretty expensive. The lights look brand new. He's definitely not had them for long.
Okay. Basement, that's the back room. Let's go to the back room. Yeah, let's get away from him.
I told
I'll
you.
concentrate on my job first.
Concentrate on my job first. Okay, I'm not good with...
The postcards all show
Mimicking.
scenes from New England. They're the regular cards you see everywhere around here. Many of the things here are overpriced, but that's obvious. There's only one photo store in town. He takes advantage of that.
Oh, might as well while it's still 90s before, I don't know, Walmart moves in?
The picture frames could do with being a little more professionally presented. But to be honest, they don't really deserve it.
Uh-oh.
Huh. Fuller. What can you say? Good reason to have doubts about humanity? I've only been working here a few days, and I've already given up hope that he might, just once, behave like a normal human being. This is probably the most stressful holiday job that I've ever had. Holiday job in a photo studio? Yeah, sure. Great stuff. Learn new things, earn some money.
Have
The
this-
reality looks a little different. Fatter and more bald. Know what I'm saying?
Have someone coughing over your monologue.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
I don't want to talk to him. We'll talk about the fuse.
I've swapped out the fuse.
Yeah? And now? Do you want a medal? I told you to take the damn sign outside.
The store's not doing too well, is it?
What's that got to do with you?
Nothing. Nothing at all. It's no doubt because of the vast competition here in Biddeford that nothing's going on here. I mean, what else could it be?
This is the only photo studio here.
That's what I thought.
Why are you doing so crappy? Why is your cough so terrible?
On my first day, my friendly boss made it very clear to me that he kept an exact account of the amount of money in the till. A little hint that I shouldn't consider ripping them off.
Photo.
These photo mounts are made of a kind of pressed card. You can stick photos into them to make them easier to hang. The drawback is that they can get easily dusty.
Best card. Alright, there's the
The
sign.
store isn't doing very well. I don't think a cheap sign is gonna change that. But what the hell?
It gets people's attention. People love signs. They're not sure unless they have a sign. Maybe fix that part of the floorboard? Ooh.
Someone's really turned your head.
Huh?
You've put it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to turn down whatever's going on in the background.
I'd like to get some portraits done. Some pretty black and white pictures.
Holy crap.
Have I come to
Alright,
the right place?
this is
Oh,
just...
yeah. You're at just the right place. Black and white photography is my specialty.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm Darren.
Oh my god. Don't get me stuck.
What?
Don't get me
Here.
stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I am stuck. I have to go back because I didn't get to hear anything.
Son of...
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. We're loading. Because my gods. No. I don't care about that. Options. Sound effects. Music was crazy out there. Effects volume? Turn it down. I don't remember what it was at. It can be at like 70. Environmental? Turn you down. Finally, I think I got the sound situation. The environmental sound was so loud. I have the environmental sound down to 10. I have the music down to 20 because like towards the end of that scene the music starts to swell and you definitely can't hear her, and yeah, that's kind of a big pet peeve for me is sounds. Just having certain environmental sounds louder than everything else, annoying. Having some voices quieter and some louder, also annoying, especially when you can't. It's like if I could have a slider for Darren and Angelina, that would be excellent. And this guy, turn him down. But make do. Make do. Maybe I'll just have to, while I'm doing editing, just make sure not to talk during their parts so I can turn them up. Alright, let's try this again and see what's actually happening.
The store...
Someone's really turned your head.
Huh?
You've put it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
I'd like to get some portraits done. Some pretty black and white pictures. Have I come to the right place?
Oh, yeah. You're at just the right place. Black and white photography is my specialty.
Wonderful. So let's get started. My name's Angelina, by the way.
Oh, I'm Darren. Let's go inside.
Welcome to Fuller's photography store. What can I do for you?
I wanted to get some portraits done.
Ooh, very good. We can start right away, dear lady.
But I thought Darren would...
What? But he's just an errand boy. A pretty child like you deserves a real photographer.
What?
Here, Go and pick up the post and take this letter to Mrs. Biba in the diner in the main square. I've got things to do.
This is just gonna be fun to edit.
Son of a...
Alright, so I get when you're like doing voice lines, you may not necessarily be aware like the volume of your voice. But when you're doing I don't know. I don't know exactly how they decide the volumes for each different thing. But I don't know. I would think you would like play through it and be like, wow, these voices are so much quieter, and just kind of have it like at the same level, but I guess not. Guess not. Look at that. That's a moose. Also, we didn't get to see a close-up of him. In the store you do.
I can't go in there until I've done all of Fuller's jobs for him. He'd lay into me right in front of Angelina. And I'd like to avoid that if possible. But she seemed to see through him pretty fast. She can see what an asshole he is.
Oh yeah, that was weird. A beautiful child such as you. Yeah, that's real creepy. Real creepy. Well, now that we're out here, why does it say... I don't know. Advertising. Oh wait, we already...
New England Photo Service. I reckon a person has to be pretty damn desperate to have their pictures taken at Fuller's place. But
Alas.
he's the only photographer in town. And there are plenty of tourists here. Presumably he does most of his business with them. I can't explain it any other way, just how he keeps his head above water.
Wada. Fuller. Okay, yeah, it sounds Boston. I mean, it could very well just be a New England thing. I don't know. I've only heard Boston. And that was mainly from hearing JFK's speeches in school. But if we got to see his facial hair up close, is he like the illegitimate child of Samuel with that facial hair? And her accent, maybe she's British, maybe she's offspring of the Gordons. Who knows? How does he get warped into Black Mirror Manor? I mean, does he end up going to England? The store page said the Black Mirror is reincarnated in New England. Does that mean the Black Mirror can change locations after one's closed? Another one opens? Close a Black Mirror and another Black Mirror opens. I don't know.
Most of the pictures here in the window weren't taken by Fuller. In some moment of blinding inspiration, he must have decided to get some proper photographers to promote his business. Of course, they have no idea just how lucky they've been.
Look at this guy. This guy's been stuck at a yellow light. For how long now? Days? Junk shop. Backyard. Let's check things out before we go.
A hydrant, just like any other one. I don't see anything special about it. If this place ever burns down, I'll be the guy holding the match.
Okay.
Portraits, group pictures, wedding photography, and landscapes. And all of them totally unimaginative. Just as things should be.
I am terrible at trying to do accents. So, good on him for trying to do accent. Unless that is his accent. You know what? I'm just gonna be quiet. Let's look at the shop window.
An unbelievable mess of old guns and swords, uniforms, ships' bells, radios. As long as it's old, it's sold here.
I like swords.
I've only been here a few days. Exactly the same length of time that traffic lights have been on pause.
That why this person's stuck here? They don't know how to handle that?
There's so little traffic here that nobody's bothered that the lights don't work properly. It could also be that no one's actually noticed. To describe Biddeford as quiet would be an understatement. It sometimes seems to me that the place has just about died.
We're in the corpse of a dead city. Look at the automobile, I guess.
I think that's Fuller's car. I'm not one of those people who knows about such things and goes into fits of ecstasy when they see a classic. Who knows? Is that thing a classic anyway? I don't know exactly how old Fuller is, but him and the car must have been made around the same time. I really can't say anything clever about it. It's a car. An old car.
Alright. Is there anything else? We can go to the Harbor Promenade. We can go to the shop, junk shop, gate, or main square. Let's go backyard. Oh. Oh, there's so much.
That's the cage for Fuller's mother's dog. But the dog is usually in the house. At least, I've never seen it here in the cage. I can only see into Fuller's office through the window. Sadly, I can't watch the photo shoot.
Watch, they can see. Can see him trying to look
I can
in.
only see into Fuller's office through the window. Sadly, I can't watch the photo shoot.
That water bowl?
The water bowl is completely dry. Perhaps I can still use it.
God. We're gonna fill it with water. Collection note?
A collection note for a package. There's a little shop down on the harbor which is a collection point for all the parcel mail around here. If I hand in the note there, I'll be able to pick up Fuller's delivery.
Letter.
A letter from Fuller. I'm supposed to give it to Mrs. Biber in the diner. She works behind the counter there.
Pivoting window.
The window is open, presumably to let in some fresh air. Or maybe it just doesn't close properly. Who knows? The window is open. The window is open.
Okay. Okay, maybe I have to right click.
The window is open.
Okay, no. Right click here?
I can only see into Fuller's office through the window. A completely rusted bucket with big holes in the bottom of it.
Ah, kind of like the one in the basement. Okay.
The handle's busted off. I'm gonna leave the bucket there. There really isn't much more I can do with it. The handle from a rusted bucket. Compared to the bucket, the handle still looks really sound.
Hey, let's look in the... Let's get up in this window's grill.
The window's barred. The bars seem pretty strong and are bricked into the wall.
Are we thinking about breaking in?
The window's barred.
About Raider?
A solid iron grill. It's across the light shaft that leads up from the basement.
Should we get up in this grate's grill?
The grill is very heavy and rusted into the concrete. It's gonna take a lot of force to open it. Why should I do that to myself?
Indeed. Why? Unless it's to distract him.
If somebody told me the old fat pig dumped poisonous waste, then I'd completely believe it. I don't understand why Fuller doesn't just get this stuff picked up. What does he want to keep it for?
You never know when you're gonna need a rusted old can, bottles, and a barrel. I mean, where else are you gonna find barrels, huh?
A length of tow rope. A bit more than 2 yards long and in great condition.
Let's take it.
Ropes are always good.
Gotta take anything not nailed down. Like this spin dryer.
Fuller hung out the laundry yesterday for him and his mother. I just found it somewhat surprising that a fat ass like him does the laundry for his mother. Alarming, even. The man is way past 40 and gets bossed around by his mother.
No wonder he's missing a few. What? I wasn't paying attention.
An ancient, rickety tool shed. This is where Fuller keeps the junk that he doesn't just throw somewhere in the yard. So, not much.
Let's get in there.
A reel of fishing line. There seems to be a little still on it.
Oh, we taking it. Gotta take everything.
Only the line, I'm afraid. No hook.
Uh-oh. Stick it on this. Oh my god. We made a hook.
Not exactly a fishing rod, but maybe I can catch something else with it.
We're totally doing this. I don't know what for, but we're doing it. Okay, never mind. No? No? It makes a noise. It's kinda... We doing this?
That would certainly work, but why should I do it? The door isn't locked.
Let's go
Either
in.
out front or in the back. Fuller's gonna go nuts if I haven't done his job.
Alright, alright. That's such a weird sound with headphones on. Let's check out the junk shop, see where we can steal, take, borrow.
Well, come on. Come on in. Take a look around. Buy something.
Thanks.
Ah, a young man. You a soldier? Bit slow on the uptake. Have you served?
Sir! No, sir!
Ah, so you want to put me on, do you? Find something for yourself and then beat it.
Put you on? Put you on what? Put you on Medicare? I don't.
There are 3 bottles on the shelf. I guess it's hard liquor.
Bourbon.
I don't
Nice.
want to get drunk.
Actually, I'm not a bourbon person.
I guess those are Eddie's badges from his time in the army.
You got that right, boy.
Army. Alright, we got
A
cupboard.
cupboard full of lots of different things. Books, a record player, boxes, measuring instruments.
You want to buy something?
I'll have a look around first.
You can't buy anything without looking. Strange pipe. I thought it was binocular. That's way down there.
They look like bazookas. Hopefully they're just replicas.
I hope not.
Replica bazooka. Okay, see, I can't do accents.
I prefer my Star Wars figures. Is Lucas ever gonna make the 4th part?
Funny thing about that, the prequels.
Perhaps Eddie picked it up somewhere in the Second World War.
A radio? I don't think you need to pick that up in the Second World War. Like, looted it from the Germans? He is making something. Oh, just take
Pair
a...
of wire cutters for cutting cable. I'd like to buy these wire cutters.
$2.
Oh, hell yeah.
What? You don't want to negotiate? You got too much dough, right? You got it coming out of your ears. Never worked a hard day in your life, and you got no idea on the value of $1, I bet.
Oh my god.
$2 is $2. In your time, it might have been a meal out and a movie for 2. For me, it's half a burger.
Be happy that you can just buy a burger like that. There ain't many beef farmers left. All that imported stuff from the third world has screwed up the prices.
And pretty soon you won't be seeing a single lonesome cowboy herding steers across the prairie and singing those old trail songs around the campfire. Oh.
Yeah. Typical youth humor.
What was your humor like when you were young, huh? I know your predecessors complained about your shit, you as kids.
Yep, it's famous. I've seen this picture hundreds of times before.
It's kind of like, I hate to bring this up, it's kind of like when boomers would complain about us millennials, and it's like, I remember my grandparents complaining about the drugged up boomers.
Shelves of useless junk.
If you're just gonna bitch, then get lost.
Oh, you don't want a customer.
Looks like a slide projector from here.
Correct.
You saying everything out? Do you have to say everything out loud?
An old radio. Looks like a piece of pro equipment. Are you a radio hobbyist?
Radio hobbyist? You mean one of those idiots who thinks it's neato mosquito when they have another idiot on the air who only lives 2 blocks away? I was a wireless operator with the Hells Devils, 8th Infantry Regiment of the 4th U.S. Infantry Division. I was there in North Africa, and in Sicily, then in Normandy on Utah Beach. I was wounded on the Rhine. That was my eyes. And I got a Purple Heart for it all.
And so, are you still a radio guy or not?
I'm keeping the tradition alive. I talk to old buddies real regular. Can reach him anywhere. I'd say I'm kind of an expert. Keep my things in good working order. Always prepared.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
Alright, let's have a chat.
The junk shop owner. He appears to be blind. Maybe he's just putting it on. That would fit with the cliche.
Tell me, why haven't you served in the military? Over there in Iraq, they could use whoever they can get.
What?
In Iraq, the war finished 2 years ago.
Well, you don't say. Read my lips. President Bush is going to bring that Saddam to justice.
Sure. You know that Bush is no longer the president, right?
Well, he'll still bring him to justice. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. Sure.
This is an interesting capsule of the 90s. Blindness? Why would we bring that up? Bedford.
So, what's life like here in Biddeford?
Well, you're not from around here?
No. I go to college in Boston.
Oh, so you're an intellectual then? Some sort of desk guy, an egghead who just talks clever all day?
No, I'm...
Then you're the artistic type. Some depressive junkie? You're fixing your problems with a self-help group, right?
No, I'm studying physics.
Well, we sure need that stuff. So what brings you here?
I'm visiting my mother over the semester vacation. She's been living here a few months now. Rebecca Michaels?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Rebecca.
Oh, man.
Oh my god, so funny.
You know my mother by any chance?
Nope. I don't get out much. What you doing here, fresh sea air and all that?
You could say that, yeah. A quiet place to retire.
Okay.
And who are you? Is this your shop?
No! I just busted in here and you've surprised me, just as I was about to clear the place out.
Oh, how amusing. How long you been waiting to roll that one out?
Your generation lacks respect for its elders. I fought for you to live here. I spilt my blood for you.
And I'll pay your pension. So we're quits, Mr...
Aha.
Edward D. Warren. Ed for short. Or Eddie to my friends.
Hello, Eddie. I'm Darren. Nice shop you got here.
In my time, it wasn't customary to speak to older folks using their first name.
But we're living in my time now. Aren't we, Ed?
I think you should find whatever it is you're after and then scram.
Just like I thought. Play the good citizen, but still chase after every dollar. Like the devil chases souls.
Alright, we couldn't ask anything else, and that's fine. Actually, let's try.
Come on, what then?
Do you know Fuller?
That idiot next door? Sure I do. You can never choose your neighbors, can you?
You don't seem to like him.
That guy hasn't done one damn decent thing in his life. Lazy bastard just sits around in his store, has his mommy wipe his ass for him, and lets the place fall apart down around his ears. Heed my words. He represents everything that's wrong with this country.
You got that right. From World War II, everything's just been downhill, yeah? Pity we haven't got any decent wars still going on. They've even ditched the draft.
Go ahead. You just make fun of it all, boy. A good licking or a couple of tours in Vietnam, that wouldn't be such a...
What do you mean, such a?
Nothing. The guy's a pig. There's something not right about him. He's hiding something, I'm telling you.
You know, we're in agreement. Also, you can't complain about things falling apart when look at the state of the paint on this. It is just atrocious.
How do you get on?
I'm blind. How the hell do you think I get on? You idiot.
Does it hinder you a lot?
Well, sometimes. If I need to look something up. Looky here. I'm supposed to figure out what this coin's worth, and I got no idea. It's a rare piece, but it's pretty worn out.
Can I help you with it?
Yes.
Oh, sure, kid. If you think I'll fall for that, I give you the coin, you run out the door like a punk. I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
I mean... Okay. Well, I want help. We should ask
I don't
again.
want to talk to him at the moment.
Alright, let's get out. Let's get out of here. We're supposed to go to the harbor. Let's go to the main square. And yeah, this guy, definitely creepy. Beautiful child. Sorry, but that is red flags. I am going to save that. Let's have a look around. Birds, statue.
Jebediah Biddeford or something like that, I guess.
A convertible, fancy.
What a
that's that.
flashy thing that is. Probably some tourist's cool ride. Europeans in particular confuse New England with California and think they should be driving around in convertibles and Mustangs. Most of the year, an open-top car is a bad idea around here. With that kind of weather, Biddeford should make the raincoat a national uniform.
This is the diner. That's Buzz Diner. What's over this way? Got police station / town hall. We got mother's house. We got hospital. And we got a payphone.
A coin-op telephone. It says out of order.
Out of order. It sounds stupid when I say it.
If I was needing some small change, then I might take a closer look at it. But not right now.
Well, that is a hint if ever there was. Gonna stand here with this guy staring at the corner. Guess we can look at this again.
Honestly, I've got no idea who that is. The city's founder, a mayor, a benefactor, what do I know?
He was a mass murderer. They decided to make a statue of him because they were disturbed yet impressed with how many people he killed.
I find a lot of the buildings here in the center really big and swanky for such a small town. Especially the town hall. The city must have had money in the past. Perhaps on the back of successful whale hunting. Or maybe they did what we did in Boston in the 19th century. Made money out of selling ice. New England ice was shipped all over the world before we had refrigerators.
How does it make it that far?
That's the entrance to the police station. I never feel too good in the face of the state authorities.
Look at how fast. Why is he walking so fast? He was walking slow before. What's going on? I can make him stop with the right click.
That's the hospital. I was trying to keep myself out of there, and up until now, I was doing okay.
Well,
That's the hospital.
why up until now?
No time. I want to get back to the photo store as quickly as possible. If I hurry, I might still catch Angelina.
Oh my god, Angelina. How could I forget? Go to Bibba's. Oh, we gotta look at the outside. Go in main square. We can look at string of lights.
A red, white, and blue string of lights. God bless America.
Yeah.
A
yeah.
red, white, and blue string.
All right.
I haven't seen such an old bubblegum machine for years. Belongs to the diner. They do that whole nostalgia thing in there, too. No thanks.
All right.
Burgers, fries, and drinks.
I guess.
What more could you need? The diner's run by Mr. and Mrs. Biber. It's not a bad joint. It's done up like a 1950s diner. Yeah, well, at least how we imagine the 50s were.
Trash can. Ooh, reflection in the mirror in the windows. Wow.
How nice. That's stinking garbage, and I have no particular interest in it.
Are you sure?
How nice. Ugh, not a particularly pleasant smell. It's a trash can from the diner. There'll be plenty of leftovers in there.
Get in there.
Ugh, not a particularly pleasant smell.
Get it. All right, we can't.
A red, white, and blue.
All right, I have ideas. I have ideas.
Borrowing a light bulb is one thing, but cutting up the cable without a reason is just vandalism.
Oh, we are going to. Are totally going to. All right, let's get in.
Yeah, just down the street.
Thanks a lot.
No, it's Robert Reborn.
Some people.
Okay. This is the doctor.
A man in a white lab coat. In his 40s, I'd say. Could be a doctor.
I mean, why would you wear the lab coat outside?
A man in a white lab coat. A man in a white lab.
All right. Supposed to be okay. Jukebox.
What would a 50s bar be without a jukebox? The world's just wonderful, and aren't we all so very happy type music? Just isn't my thing. If there was maybe a Pearl Jam track on it, then I'd give it a play. But Buddy Holly doesn't quite do it for me.
Oh, Pearl Jam.
They're supposed to represent something like portholes. In reality, they're glazed display cabinets. The rear panels of the display cabinets are painted blue. They both have underwater scenes with plastic fishes and lobsters on them.
This is an interesting coat of arms.
A big, ugly plastic lobster. Not particularly appetizing. The moose is the emblem of Maine. But the lobster's a close second.
The moose. Knuckle?
Kitschy. And that's about it.
All right. what else is there? Vinegar.
Ketchup, mustard, mayo, salt, pepper, syrup, sugar. And a bottle of vinegar.
We're just gonna steal this.
There's not much left. I don't think anyone will miss it.
Oh yeah, that's the spirit.
I'll take some bread. Mrs. Biber won't mind.
Really? Definitely has to be the son
I'm
of
not gonna
Samuel.
feel any better if I stuff my pockets full of bread.
Well, still?
I really don't know if this place makes any money. There's usually a few people whenever I come in. But is that enough? Surely you can't get by on just that.
Metal sign.
The specialty is, of course, lobster. Like everywhere around here. I have to admit they are pretty tasty.
Lobster used to be the food of peasants. Then marketing changed that.
There's everything you'd expect from a diner. From breakfast and lunch, to coffee and cake, right up to dinner.
Dinner.
The specialty is, of course,
Alright.
They got 2 or 3 people working in the kitchen. One of them's Mr. Biber. Mrs. Biber works out here on her own. Looks like she really works her butt off.
Wonder why you need so many people in the kitchen when there's so few customers. Alright, let's talk to her.
That's Mrs. Biber, I think. As far as I can understand it, she runs this place with a husband.
You walking all the way around to talk to her?
Excuse me.
I'll be right there.
Okay. Gotta finish the animation. At least the models aren't part of the background.
What can I get you, my boy?
Actually, I'm here to give you something. It's from Fuller in the photo store.
Psst. Hey, come over here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I can guess what this is about. The dirty old swine. I should have known. Vermin ain't so easy to get rid of. Tell him
You better tell him yourself. Whatever it is,
Claire! You gonna talk all day? The customers are waiting!
get out of here and tell your boss he can go to hell.
Could we have opened it and looked?
Jeez. What the hell was that all about then? Huh. She sure didn't seem to be a fan of Fuller's. I got that much. And the guy in the kitchen, he sure wasn't supposed to see that she had mail.
What is going on? Also, what customers are waiting? What an asshole.
Mrs. Biber?
I'll be right there.
I want to know. What shit is this guy up to?
I'm only the messenger. I've got no idea what's going on here. I can't stand Fuller either, but
But you still work for him, don't you? Making some nice dough. Problem is, it's not his money. It's... forget it.
Oh, blackmailing her.
Sorry.
What, he get like nudes of her and he's like, give me money or I show people. That's scummy.
All right, what is it?
I was just asking, what Fuller...
Listen, I ain't got the time, nor do I want to talk about that scumball. Bug off.
All right. I was curious. Wanted to know. Maybe we could kill him together.
Hello? Young man! You're Darren Michaels. aren't
Darren
you?
Michaels.
Yes, and you are?
Oh, excuse me. My name is Newhouse. I'm a doctor at the health center.
At the health center? You mean at the hospital out there?
Well, yes. We call it the Biddeford Health Center. We aren't just a hospital. We have yoga courses and cookery courses and...
And what do you want from me?
Yes. I know your mother, Darren. We had a date here this morning, to be more precise. Me and her. We wanted to hang up some pictures your mother painted in the health center.
Yes.
Weird flex.
And
She's not there. She's always punctual, isn't she? This kind of thing never happens.
look, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'll give her a call, okay? As soon as I'm back in the store. Maybe she's forgotten about your little meeting, Doc.
If you say so, but actually...
I gotta go. I'll call Mom later and tell her that you're waiting for her in the health center. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The guy flexing like, hey, I had a date with your mom. Guess who's gonna be all up in your mom? Let's just pop on over and
That is
see
a
her.
really long way home. I've only just come that way, and why should I go and visit Mom now?
Because of that? That's a hint. Bad things are afoot. Biddeford. Small town of Biddeford, there is blackmailery going on. Other shit, probably. Life belt.
A life belt. Years ago, there were pirates around here who used to lure ships under the rocks. They used to light false beacons, and once the ships had run aground on the rocks, they'd row out and rescue the cargo.
Ever heard it called a life belt? Can't remember what it's called. I've heard it called.
Pretty senseless driving around Maine in a convertible. But I reckon that's not what it's really about. It was expensive, and that's what counts.
There's just a lot of convertibles, huh?
Pretty senseless driving around Maine in a convertible.
Alright, souvenir store?
Looks like you can only buy tourist rip-off stuff in here. But the mail for the whole neighborhood gets dropped here too.
Ah, post office.
The windows look like they're polished twice a day. Apart from that, nothing much else to notice.
Metal bar, yeah. Take that. Most useful thing ever.
A flat metal bar. It's broken away from the railings.
We're not gonna pay. Oh, yeah, I have to do it separately. Look at all this stuff we got.
It's pretty heavy.
Oh my, let's add it. No? No? Vinegar and bread? No? Vinegar and wire cutters? Well, I don't know. Anyway, metal bar, slice of bread.
I'll press a little around here.
What? What? Okay, we have breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs. Like in case I lose my way in the forest.
Metal bar.
A metal bar from the harbor promenade. In pretty good condition. Except for the rust and the ding in the middle.
Why does it call it a metal tube?
A tow rope from out of Fuller's backyard. It looks like it would easily hold a ton of weight.
Wire cutters.
A pair of wire cutters. Pretty heavy duty. Not the latest model, but I'd say they'll do the job.
Why would you need the latest model of wire cutters? Like, that's not really a thing, is it?
A bottle of vinegar from the diner. There's only 2 fingers of the stuff left in it, and it's sticky on the outside. The label's already half off it.
2 fingers worth, unless it's like a thin, small bottle, 2 fingers worth is still a decent amount.
A small container of photo developer from Fuller's basement. It's full to the brim. The dog bowl from Fuller's backyard. Nobody's gonna miss that. It used to belong to Fuller's mother's dog, but she spoils the little mutt half to death.
Can we put the vinegar in there?
Great idea. Now I just need some salt, pepper, and oil, and then I can make a dressing. Dog biscuit flavor. No.
That's kind of cool that there's responses to doing stupid stuff like that.
I've tied the fishing line onto the bucket handle. A collection note for a package. There's a little shop down.
All right. What's okay? Already got that. Let's look at this. What? To the beach? We can go to the beach? Look at the ocean.
There's barely a single wave today. No wonder. Beautiful weather, not much wind.
A sign?
Back there is where the harbor ends and the natural shoreline begins. Just miles and miles dotted with lone houses. Often guest houses and hotels with views over the ocean. Back there is where the harbor ends and the natural... Back there is where the...
Alright. Are we gonna beat the shit out of this sign? No. Gonna hook the sign? No. Gonna throw breadcrumbs at this woman? No. Let's talk to her.
A young woman. She looks sad. Everything okay?
No, it's not actually. Carrie died here 2 years ago. She was my best friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did it happen?
I threw her
You're
over.
not from around here.
No, I'm from Boston. I'm spending the semester break at my mother's.
Yes. Well, Carrie committed suicide. No one knows why. Everyone loved her. She was intelligent and always happy. I think there's still a picture of her in old Fuller's display window. The young woman with dark hair and green eyes.
Oh my god, what did
Yes,
Fuller
I
do
know
to
that
her?
picture. A really pretty woman.
She had so many plans. After studying, she wanted to open a kindergarten here in Bedford with her husband Jason. I just don't understand it. From one day to the next, she changed completely. Became really reclusive. She was depressed and melancholic all the time. No one could reach her anymore. Not even Jason. Even though they loved each other more than anything. Then one day, she just threw herself into the sea.
And no one knows why?
No one. Jason has never gotten over it. He couldn't help her. A few months later, he married that brainless bimbo with a convertible. He probably just felt so lonely. It's definitely got nothing to do with love.
He must have been really lonely.
Excuse me. I'd rather be alone right now.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Let's... Bullard.
Biddeford isn't really a port, but there are plenty of boats here. Mostly sailboats. People sail out to go fishing or whatever. I'd rather keep solid ground under my feet.
This isn't exactly solid ground, but okay. I don't see anything. Let's go to the beach.
Back there is where the harbor ends and the natural shoreline begins. Just miles and miles dotted with lone houses. Often guest houses and hotels.
Alright, that is enough of that. Let's get in the souvenir store.
And then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Oh, yeah. And then?
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
You can't be serious.
Sure, I'm being serious. A convertible. Totally cute.
Girl, you're just gonna have to show me later.
Oh,
Later.
yes. There's no way I'm not going to do that.
Later.
A stand
And
displaying a
in this
million
weather.
travel guides.
You lying.
New England,
And what did
Quebec,
he do?
England
he
and
just left her
Wales,
sitting
Holland,
there.
the national parks of the USA,
Well, she didn't deserve anything
Tuscany,
better.
Hong
But
Kong,
that's not all.
etc.,
You
etc.
joking. There's more?
Yeah, now get this.
Oh, what are you doing? Keep going. I was almost there.
Fork Truck Pete just can't afford that kind of thing.
Fork
Hey,
truck?
it's me, okay? And I'm telling you, she saw him herself.
But surely it doesn't look as cute as my new convertible.
Well, hardly.
Talking of which, weren't we going to go for a little ride?
Yeah, I'm about to have my lunch break.
Ah, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
The clock must be busted.
And what did your
At least
Jason
it'll be
say
right
to that?
twice a day.
He doesn't know a thing about it yet.
You go, girl.
Now don't you go telling anyone, okay?
Girl, of course I won't. What are you thinking of?
You're a darling, Rosie.
What was that story again with your new car?
You go, girl, manipulating your man.
Where is it then?
It's
An
parked right
armchair.
outside the shop.
Oh my god.
Doesn't look too uncomfortable.
Then we can go for a ride on
But
my
who'd
lunch
want to
break.
sit down in this shop
But
with
isn't
the
that
charming
still a way
Rosie?
off?
So
Oh my
what
God,
is going
this
on
is
with
an
Fork
old
Truck Pete
ship's
and
wheel.
that sister, what's her
It's
face?
supposed to endow a
Not
certain
the sister.
maritime charm.
That's Matt's
I
cousin,
guess.
that's who.
I thought she was...
I can't there's too much going on.
I am definitely not gonna sit. I
Alright.
reckon that the local
And
tourist
then
board
I
is
said
missing
to him,
something of a hook
Jason,
for this
I
place.
need a new car,
I mean,
urgently.
what is there here
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a bit
And
special?
then?
What can I say?
There must be
It's
dozens
parked
of places
right
like this
outside.
one along the
You
coast.
can't be serious.
Oh, this
Sure, I'm
is-
being serious. A convertible. Totally cute.
There are too many
Girl,
travel guides to
you're
just
just
go
gonna
leafing
have to
through them
show
all.
me later.
Oh, yes.
While I've got
there's
nothing
no
specific to
way
look
I'm
for,
not going
I'll
to
leave
do
them
that.
there.
Let's look at the... I thought this was interactable.
And in this
How's it
weather.
not? Okay.
You lying.
Or-
And what did he do?
Well, he just left her sitting there.
Ha! Well,
Huh.
she didn't deserve
Every
anything
possible
better.
kind of form.
But that's not all.
Garbage and
You
large
joking.
object
There's more?
collection, telephone
Yeah,
rerouting.
now get this.
Here's a form from the Make Our Town Prettier committee. My mom's on the board of that one.
Fork
It
Truck
seems you
Pete
should
just
send in
can't
suggestions for
afford that
improvements
kind of
around the
thing.
town.
Hey, it's me, okay? And I'm telling you.
I'm not
She
interested
saw
in
him
these
herself.
forms for
But
residents.
surely it
I've got a
doesn't
few
look
things
as
going on
cute
which,
as my
like
new
this town, could be a
convertible.
little more
Well,
interesting.
hardly.
Talking
don't
of which,
hold
weren't
out
we
much
going
hope
to go
for
for a
success
little
for them.
ride?
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
about to
God.
have my lunch break.
Ah, yeah.
Handbills for local events. Grand New Year Bazaar. Hits a go-go dance till
And
you
what
drop.
did your Jason
Oh,
say to
God.
that?
Oh, man.
He doesn't know a thing
The other
about
stuff's
it yet.
small ads. This
you
is where
go,
the locals
girl.
sell the junk
Now
they no
don't you
longer
go telling
need.
anyone, okay?
Lawnmowers, baby
Girl,
cribs,
of course I
record
won't.
players.
What are you
I'll
thinking of?
pass.
You're a darling,
Miserable
Rosie.
before the days
What
of
was that story
Craigslist.
again with your new car?
Souvenirs. Everyone
Coffee
needs junk.
mugs, little lighthouses,
Where is it
badges,
then?
mini life
It's
belts
parked
with
right outside the
Biddeford
shop.
stamped on them.
Ooh, then we
Plastic
can go
house
for a ride
numbers,
on my lunch break.
porcelain lobsters,
But isn't that still a way
plastic
off?
lobsters.
So what
wooden
is going on with
lobsters,
Fork Truck Pete and that
metal
sister? What's her
lobsters.
face?
What more
Not
could
the
the
sister.
tourist heart
That's
yearn
Matt's
for?
cousin, that's who.
I thought she was.
Fork truck. Eat.
Those are banners and flags.
And then I
Some
said
very
to him,
stylish.
Jason,
Some
I need a
completely
new
not.
car, urgently.
I reckon the big ones must
yeah.
be for
And
yachts.
then?
What can I say?
The main
It's
state
parked
flag
right
always looks
outside.
more like a beer
You
company
can't be
logo to me.
serious.
Sure, I'm
At
being
least they've got an
serious.
elk and a tree
A
in there.
Convertible.
That's
totally
nice.
cute.
Girl,
Nice.
you're just
So
gonna
what have
have
we
to
got
show
here?
me later.
New
Oh
Hampshire,
yes, there's no way
Canada,
I'm not going to do
something or other I don't recognize. New Brunswick or Quebec, perhaps. And of
And
course, the
in this
obligatory
weather.
stars and
You
stripes in
lying.
every
And what did
imaginable
he
shape
do?
and size.
that. Well, he just left her sitting
No
there.
thanks.
Ha.
I don't have a boat.
Well, she didn't deserve
and if I
anything
did,
better.
I'd be
But that's
sailing
not
under the
all.
skull and
You
crossbones.
joking? There's
Or
more?
maybe a Popeye
Yeah,
flag.
now get this.
Something a little cooler than these.
Alright, what do we... let's...
Fork Truck Pete just can't afford afford that kind
Now,
of thing.
perhaps Mrs.
Hey, it's me,
Superficial is
okay? And
familiar
I'm
with
telling you,
angles.
she
Or maybe
saw
she's
him
a
herself.
Nirvana fan.
But surely
Really?
it doesn't
What the
look
hell
as
can I talk to her
cute
about?
as my new convertible.
Souvenirs.
Well, hardly.
I think I'd rather
Talking
my
of which,
hand fell
weren't
off
we going to go
before I
for a
took
little
any
ride?
All right,
Yeah,
let's just
I'm about to have my lunch break.
get it.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me?
Have you got something wrong with your ears?
No, I just wanted a package.
Something wrong with your eyes then?
Huh?
Listen, I'm talking here. Can't you see that?
Yeah, I can see as clear as day, unfortunately. But I have to collect a package for Fuller at the photo store.
There'll be no line jumping in this store. You're online, okay? Now wait until I'm ready.
Ugh, the
Oh.
young kids today.
Always. I'm always having a fight with
Oh,
them.
you know what?
Bad
you know
parents. That's what
That
it is.
car?
So tell me,
Oh, that car's gonna get it. Give me the metal rod. Okay.
It's quite ugly enough, thanks.
Oh, even more sophisticated. Oh, come on. You. Okay. Okay, I'm out of ideas. Let's see. Advertising, take road, harborside. Owner gabbing with slag? What? Okay, we gotta keep interacting with them.
where is it then?
It's
Wow,
parked
I
right
need some
outside the
idea
shop.
how to get that.
Ooh, then we can go for a ride on my lunch break.
But isn't that
got
still a way
exhausted.
off?
So what is going on with Fork Truck Pete and that sister, what's her face?
Hello? Might I get served here?
Of
What?
course. Just as soon as I'm through with this customer.
And that will be when? When she's lying on the floor with blood streaming out of her ears?
Well, really.
I'll serve the lady for as long as I see fit. We spell service with a capital S in this store.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ugh, the young kids today.
All right, let's
Always.
go out.
I'm always having a fight with them.
I can't
Bad
fulfill my
parent.
desire to smash your car or put bread in for birds to swarm and mess it up. We
That
just
car belongs to the world record talking lady from the shop. That could be useful.
all we do is
That
this.
car belongs to the. That car belongs to.
Let's do it. All right, get in.
Oh, my convertible!
Kids smashed at it. And kids smashed on it. I don't know.
Hello, is it something like my turn now? Please, don't let me rush you.
Oh, what do you want?
I'm supposed to collect something for Fuller. From the photo studio?
Collection note? This is the one, right here. Have you still got another note? There's another package for Fuller here.
No, I don't have another note.
Afraid not. Can I take it anyway?
I might turn a blind eye for nice customers.
So you're not gonna give it to me then?
Hell no!
Nice. Can I interest you in a face full of vinegar? Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. We can take blank ones.
There's a few papers here. Some sort of forms and a pad of blank collection notes. I would imagine that the enchanting Rosie might possibly have some objection to my palming a blank collection note.
All right. Let's...
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Hey, Rosie. Did you know Carrie, Jason's first wife?
Of course I knew her. I know everyone in Biddeford. At the end of the day, This is the only post office.
And what was she like?
What's that got to do with you?
Chew.
I just wanted to chat a little.
Well, we never spoke too much. She was always so quiet. No comparison with Juliet. At least with her, you can have a decent conversation. Jason's so lucky he got her now. That really wasn't a life for a guy like Jason. With someone like that dragging him down? Now, at least he's got a life.
Ah, so lucky.
Just between you and me, one shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But that Carrie, she was always a little strange.
Uh-huh.
She was touched by the Black Mirror.
What brings someone like her, or maybe even you, here to Biddeford?
Someone like me. You mean a fat woman in a state full of fitness freaks. You're one charming kind of guy, aren't you?
No. I meant, why would someone as unfriendly as you work in a town tourist shop of all places?
Well, you ain't exactly a picture of politeness yourself.
But I don't work in a tourist shop either.
Okay, look. I grew up in New Jersey. My father didn't think the neighborhood was good for me or my brothers and sisters. So he got himself a job in a paper mill and dragged us all up here. Satisfied with that?
And you just weren't able to get yourself a job in construction or driving a truck?
Look, you shouldn't go trying to take on someone like me. You're punching way above your weight, son.
Huh, I can't deny that.
Oh.
Hey, do you know Eddie from the junk shop?
Yeah, sure. I know pretty well everybody here.
So what's going on with him?
He's single. Was never married before either, as far as I know. But hey, who could put up with him for long anyway? Those never-ending war stories. Can you imagine that?
Is he really blind?
I never heard different, but I wouldn't put money on it either. He's a chiseler. Maybe he's got disability just so he can make himself a few bucks.
Chiseler? Let's all go to Chiselers.
There's a really pretty young lady I've seen walking around here. Do you know her?
You had a real good look at her, didn't you?
Do you know her?
Well, I wouldn't say no. She came in here and asked about a photo studio, so I sent her up to Fuller's. She interrupted a conversation I was having with a friend. Can you believe that?
Ha! No way. I don't believe it.
Ah, Bibi.
You know the Bibas?
From the diner? Sure I do.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't gossip, but her marriage ain't exactly the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's apparently very nice. A little jaded and stressed out. Can't ever forget her work. But him? He's an asshole. Been boozing for 2 or 3 years and is a bit free with his fists.
Why doesn't she leave him then?
Huh. No idea. She's real dependent on him. The diner belongs to the both of them. And besides, where would she go? Nobody would take her.
Any more?
Is there maybe a package for me there, Darren Michaels?
Mm-hmm.
Grab it. Grab more. Why not?
The lovely Rosie hasn't noticed, and I'm now the proud owner of a blank collection note.
Nope, nothing there.
God, you had better be related to the Gordons. You're taking everything. God, did the gravedigger ever get out? He committed suicide before he could let the gravedigger out.
I've got Fuller's package.
Alright, let's use this, I guess. We can go somewhere. We're going places. Guess let's go back.
He's sick. That disgusting pig.
What's going on?
Your lovely boss. Does he always try to grope his customers?
No, only the women.
That's not funny.
No, of course not. What can I say? Fulla's an asshole.
Well, he's never going to see me again. Darren, would you bring the photos to the hotel for me?
Of course. My pleasure.
Thanks, Darren. That's really nice of you. I'm staying at the Wild Coast, room number 5.
No problem. You'll have them this afternoon.
Thanks, my hero. See you later.
Can you talk any quieter? It's Roberts again.
That's the guy from the diner. Is he following Angelina?
Hey, you're gonna gawk her ass right off. Whatever the bitch said, it's all a dirty pack of lies.
Sure.
Back to work.
Predictable. Predictably an asshole.
Hey, you got the package?
Yep.
Well then, give it to me.
How'd the photo shoot go?
Ah, shut up.
I only mean the young lady who...
That alley cat's gone, okay? No little goodbye kissy for little Darren. So now, get to work. The shelves here could use with a dusting and the gutter's leaky. And you still gotta take my mama's dogs for a walk. Go back to the post office again and ask if the new photo paper's already arrived. The mailman still hasn't brought a collection note. And the store could also do with a good sweeping.
Oh my god.
He's cranky. I guess Angelina did a number on his ego. Nice job. Okay then. But before I start with all that stuff, I'd better give Mom a quick call and remind her she was gonna take the pictures to the hospital. And somehow I've got to get a hold of the film so I can make some prints of Angelina's pictures without Fulla catching me doing it.
Ooh, we're now getting into some point and click stuff. Okay, we have to call his mother. We gotta get the film from the photo shoot. Way through the dark room. Apparently have to go pick up something from the post office. I forget. We gotta have these points of interest. Cupboard.
An old, rather battered locker. Water and all sorts of other liquids have splashed on its door and left their mark.
Okay. Enlarger.
That's a photo enlarger. You put the developed film in the top and then lay a sheet of photo paper on the table below. The picture is projected onto the sheet and so exposes the paper at the same time.
Alright. Interesting. I guess we can interact with it again.
Basically, it's just a powerful lamp with a lens in front of it. A bit like a slide projector, or something similar. That's a photo enlarger. You put the...
Alright, I guess we're gonna have to use it at some point.
A small bottle of photographic fixer. There's not a lot left in there, but it ought to do for one more use, I think.
Alright, we got vinegar and photo developer. Wasn't there fixer? We got fixer, photo developer. Probably gonna use those. Oh yeah, fishing line with hook.
The dish for the water bath. After the picture becomes visible in the developer bath, the development process is stopped in the water bath. The dish for the water bath.
Alright. So, we're also gonna be using that.
The undeveloped film is placed in this container. Then the developer fluid is added, and after a short while, the film is developed. I'd better leave it here. I can't do much with it outside the dark room anyway.
Alright.
A flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it.
Diluted developer?
First of all, light off.
Guess the red light doesn't interfere.
At the moment, there aren't any films I could develop.
Oh, well, I guess that was pointless.
A flat dish about A3 size.
Okay. Something. Paper basket.
A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away.
Important note.
A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away.
Alright, I guess until we get the photo or the prints, film, or whatever, we can't really do anything.
Fuller's camera. The film with Angelina's photos on it is definitely still in it. But I haven't a clue how I'm gonna get the film out of it without Fuller noticing. I'll just have to try later.
Oh my god, someone get this guy out of here into, like, I don't know, a clinic. Get him checked out. It's super loud. Back room, I guess. Back door to yard, okay. Microwave, safe. Getting that
A
safe.
very old-fashioned safe. There's a logo on it. M.T. Schultz, Pittsburgh. Looks at least 100 years old. I find it hard to believe that Fuller hides anything of worth in there. He's more the paranoid type that wants to protect his telephone bill from prying eyes.
Also, why would you just have it, like, on a counter? Kind of weird, but he also has a desk in, like, his kitchen. It's... guess that's just his style.
The fatso lives on coffee and burritos. That ought to make for an early death.
I guess depends on what he puts in it. Refried beans, high in calories, but otherwise pretty decent.
Nothing in the whole damn world would make me want to open this door. You've just got to have a look around here to get the impression of what it looks like in there.
The pizza boxes. Is he collecting pizza boxes? Is that like his hobby? My World Tour. Arizona, Hawaii. I guess that was supposed to be, well, I guess not Europe, because Europe is at the bottom. Is this like...
greasy map of the world. My World Tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. The USA, around Utah, Arizona. Then over to Hawaii. Afterwards comes North Africa, possibly Egypt. Then China, and then Europe. Looks like somewhere in Germany.
This like grand tour of places he plans to go to sexually harass women?
A greasy map of the USA. What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller smeared half of it with his filthy paws.
Okay. Or anything else? No.
What have we got here? The US?
Not relevant. Let's check out his ass.
A used up, chewed up ballpoint pen.
Gonna take that. Got his...
He definitely doesn't need it anymore. And if he does, well, even better.
got his teeth marks. We can use this to impersonate him somehow.
Should I go through Fuller's garbage? Well, that would mean going through the whole house. I don't think so.
The garbage. Accents kind of fascinating. I can't really do them. So they're kind of interesting to me. We can
I
exit.
should call Mom first and remind her of a date with the doc. Strange that she didn't get in touch with him. She's usually so reliable.
Okay, yeah, there's a phone right there. What about the clock, though? Uh-oh.
A cheapo, old-time cuckoo clock. A testament to Fuller's fine taste for stylish interior decoration.
Can we do button, hexagonal hole,
Hey,
hexagon?
there's a small opening. I could easily fit my finger in there.
We're gonna do a pen, not your finger.
If Fuller had bought one of those trendy angular pens with 4 different colors in it, it might actually work.
Can we stick the wire? No. We stick the metal tube in there? Nope. Stick your finger, I guess.
Let's see. It seems to be a mechanism to wind it up. Behind it is a little button. I can't wind the clock up.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Maybe that will be important later, knowing that. Boots?
Those are Fuller's dirty shoes for outside. In here, he wears other dirty shoes.
Okay, let's phone. Dang it.
Huh. Seems like she's on the phone.
Is she?
What the hell are you doing using my phone? While you're on the clock? I'm gonna take it out of your...
Yeah, whatever. Look, I just wanted to call my mother, but it was busy. It's not gonna make you go bust.
That broad spends the whole day on the phone, right? She already called up once while I was shooting that sweetie. Some drivel about Adrian and a mirror. I hung up. I got better things to do than listen to that kind of crap.
My mother called, and you didn't tell me?
The old lady's not all there in the head anymore, huh? Where you going? You're not on your own time yet.
Mom?
Uh-oh.
Mom!
You know what? Let's skip that and just call the ambulance.
Okay, think, Darren. I need an ambulance.
I don't think she's just taking a nap.
Emergency? Yes. My name is Darren Michaels. I've just found my mother. She's unconscious.
Take it to the hospital, but take it real easy. I'll be following in my car in a minute.
How does it look?
Difficult to say, Darren. She must have stumbled, and now she's got a serious head injury. Exactly how bad it is, we can only find that out in the hospital.
But how can she fall so badly that she...
It's not the time for that now. Was your mother taking any kind of medication?
I don't know. She always has a load of painkillers for her back. No idea.
Please, collect anything that looks like medication and bring it back to me in the hospital. What about allergies?
Not that I know about.
That's not good enough. Could you find out the family doctor's number? Perhaps get a hold of her medical records.
Yeah, I'll go look. I'll see you in the hospital.
Very good. Oh, yeah. And we need your mother's insurance card.
That too? Okay, please, can you hurry?
Yeah, they can't do anything without that insurance card.
Man. Medication, insurance card, med history. I better hurry.
Crap. Okay, a little cupboard. Maybe something in there. Phone? No, I don't think we need the phone.
No, I haven't got the number from Mom's old family doctor. I can't even remember his name, to be honest. Dr. Mick, something. If I read his name, then it'll come straight back to me.
Nothing else? Okay. Telescope?
Mom watched whales with this telescope. This is a whale region. The whales swim past here twice a year on their route between Mexico and Canada.
Alright, I see the handbag. Probably in there. Display cabinet.
There are pictures of me and Mom in the cabinet. I can't see any pictures of my father here. Mom hasn't got many of him. I guess the memory of his death is too painful for her.
Sync. Is there?
Oh my god, there really is running water here. I never would have thought it.
They're like steps? Yeah, what is up with that? There's a pill dispenser. Cupboard.
My mother keeps her pots and pans and that kind of stuff in these cupboards.
Maybe.
Pots, a shallow bowl, plates, a tray. I'll take the bowl.
Why? Why are you taking the bowl? Makes no sense. Breadcrumbs. Why do we have breadcrumbs? Okay. Got teapot. Is he... It's just storing everything in his pockets.
That's where Mom indulged herself. We had an ancient wood-burning stove at home that she used to cook on. She always said it reminded her of her time as a cook back in England.
Oh. She's from England, and she knows about the mirror, and I don't know who this Adrian person is. I don't remember an Adrian. Alright, handbag.
Mom's handbag. All her papers must be in there.
Alright, get in.
Alright, I found the insurance card.
Check it out.
My mother's insurance card. The hospital wants it, because it's not enough just being sick.
Okay. Pill dispenser.
That's Mom's medicine dispenser. There's a box for every day of the week. She always used to joke about it. She said that because of her back, she consumed more pills a day than a whole old folks' home. But she never took as much as she was actually prescribed. She always maintained that she'd just forgotten to. The old home doctor then gave her the dispenser at some point. I always found it rather stupid not to take your medicine, preferring to suffer in agony.
Oof. Back injuries are pretty bad. I have a back injury or two back injuries now. Just persistent. Does not go away. Alright, let's grab that, I guess.
That's gotta be most of the medication. But maybe she's got more somewhere else. I should check.
Yeah, is it like labeled or anything? They need labels, not just the... Well, I guess they could figure out from the pills themselves.
It looks like Mom was having a cup of tea while reading, before she fell over.
Alright, got this TV, headphones.
Mom's into music. That's one thing we have in common. Though our tastes are a little diverse. Mom's Beethoven doesn't mix that well with Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
Are you kidding? It could.
When I was a kid, we used to always argue about how long I was allowed to watch TV. I used to be able to sit in front of that thing for hours. Now you couldn't get wild horses to drag me in front of one. I can count myself lucky the damn thing didn't completely frazzle my brain.
Alright, let's go to the bathroom. Check in there. You can find more information about England.
Mom's bathroom. Like her old place, nothing special. We weren't poor, but my mother was always modest. And by the looks of it, so is this place.
Don't you live here? Do you not live here? Oh, it's the lighthouse. Why does she have this? Where did she get it? Willow Creek.
An old lighthouse. Underneath's a sign with Willow Creek written on it. Perhaps it's from the place in England where she lived.
Oh.
She first came to the US in her early 30s, after the accident.
Oh. I don't remember, like someone else being there, or was she like servant? Maybe she was a servant. Not related. Or is she related? I don't know. Yeah, cabinet.
Aha, some medicines. Boxes, little bottles, tubes. I'll take it all with me.
Okay.
I think that's it. I found all the medication.
What about the shower?
I had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it, for her sake. Huh. Back at uni, I usually don't eat anything in the morning.
Oh, right, he's on break, isn't he?
That has to be all my mom's medication. Using this weekly pill dispenser, the doctors can be sure of the dosage.
Alright, let's go to her. What else are we supposed to find? Medication, insurance card. Oh, doctor's number.
It's a beautiful lamp. Pity it doesn't work.
Alright.
Perhaps the bulb's gone.
Is it?
My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such. I don't fancy poking around in there just now.
Oh, what if Angelina? Is it Angela? It's been a few days. What if she is also related to the Gordons? And they're like cousins, and they're gonna hook up. Forbidden love arc.
My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such. I don't fancy poking around in there just now.
Well, we gotta poke.
My
Okay.
mother's old bureau. That's where she...
Oh, whatever. Pot plant. Oh, pot plant. She keeps a pot plant?
on the windowsill. No idea what kind it is.
Pot plant. It says right there.
Looks like there's something under the flower pot.
What? That was a weird animation. It's like he was gonna shove it onto the floor. Okay, we got a small key.
It's a little brass key.
So quiet. Sound effects are so loud, music's so loud, he's so quiet. Makes me wonder if I need to... Down to... Oh gods, did everything reset? It did... Well, no, it didn't. Necessarily. I need to turn down the effects. Gonna be a little difficult to edit.
Mom likes thrillers and horror stories. Mainly old stuff. Edgar Allan Poe and the like. Perhaps it has something to do with her time in England. She's often told me that she worked in a castle that could well have come straight out of one of these books.
Oh, she worked at it, huh? She wasn't there. There was no mention of any, women working there. Or did she transition? She was like Morris. Or couldn't possibly be the other guy, the butler.
A bedside table lamp with a paper shade and a ceramic base. Cream colored.
Okay. Oh, that's that.
Nothing else there.
Alright.
I think the furniture's still from her time in England. Quite old-fashioned, but stylish somehow. What do we got here? Handkerchiefs, a glasses case, an art magazine, a few Valerian draggies. Nothing I could use.
What is a Valerian draggy? Okay, I looked up draggies. Valerian draggy is, well, draggy is an English word derived from French. It means like it could be either a candy with like a center coated in something else, kind of like maybe almonds covered in chocolate, but like showed other candies I've never seen before where it's like some other kind of, oh well, I guess oh, what is that? Where is that? What's like fudge covered in chocolate? I don't remember what it's called. Truffles. Maybe truffles is a draggy. But yeah, it's a candy with another candy coating over it. It can also be medicine with a coating. So Valerian draggy would be valerian root powder covered in something else. Maybe to make it go down easier or taste better. I don't know. Valerian root apparently helps with calming. I've tried it. I don't think it worked. I get regular anxiety and panic attacks. Actually, why I got through Black Mirror 1 so quickly. Had to take time off because of panic attacks. I think that's it. Bottom drawer.
My mother's address book. I ought to find her doctor's number in there.
Okay.
Let's see.
Where you
It won't
going?
Open. It's got a leather strap running from the back to the front cover, and there's a lock on it too. I need a key.
God, he's like me when I was a kid. I had to go like stand in corners, not because I was in trouble, but because it was just comforting to me. All right, I got the key. Can I do it that way?
Yes, and that's got the address book open.
All right, get the book, get the number.
Now then, what was that doctor called? Dr. Wakefield. That's him. And here's his number. I just hope he's still got my mother's old medical records.
All right, let's go give him a call. Then we gotta rush down with the insurance card because they will not do shit without that. You gotta know she's not a vagrant. This was the 90s.
Hopefully the number's still okay. Dr. Wakefield. 555.
Oh no.
Dr. Wakefield's practice.
My name's Darren Michaels. I have to speak to the doctor. It's an emergency.
One moment, please.
Put on hold for like an hour.
Dr. Wakefield speaking.
Hello, Dr. Wakefield. This is Darren Michaels.
Darren, is there something wrong with your mother? Mandy said...
Yes, she's been taken to the hospital. She's fallen over and taken a knock to the head. She's not responsive.
My God.
The hospital needs her medical history. Do you still have it?
Yes, we must still have it here.
Can you fax it over to the hospital?
Yes, of course. Hopefully nothing's happened to her back.
Wouldn't the support corset protect her?
Uh-oh.
Not necessarily. The corset supports her spine when she's standing up or sitting, but her back has been so badly affected since the accident that a fall can have repercussions.
I don't think I want to know. I'll just go down to the hospital and find out there.
Do that. I'll have the records sent to Biddeford. I hope your mother gets well soon.
Yeah, me too.
Give her my best wishes as soon as she's awake.
I'll do that. See you later, Doc. Well, that's done. Dr. Wakefield has always cared well for Mom. With that back of hers, she could barely stand, sit, or lie down without causing her pain. And then she has the burns as well. And now this.
Burns? Jeez, what did Samuel do to her? There's someone named Adrian. Who's Adrian? Seemed like Victoria, unless, well, I guess maybe there was the Welsh branch of the Gordons. Otherwise it was Victoria, as far as we knew. Game about Samuel.
I'll just get dressed and then go straight to the hospital.
Aren't you
I hope she's all right.
dressed? Can't go to the hospital like this. Gotta put on a coat, get dressed. Good thing the hospital's right there. Do we yeah, phone keeps shutting off. Gotta Alright. Yeah, looks like what? What? No, I have to go back. I gotta go back. Missed something. Gotta do this.
My mother's old bureau.
No, we got it.
My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such.
Oh, never mind. I jumped ahead. Alright. This walkthrough is using a slang I do not quite understand. She's getting the skrill. I don't know what that means. The hospital. Like she's getting skrilled? She like...
Hello, I'd like to see my mom, Rebecca Michaels.
One moment.
You can't just...
Your mother is still being examined. Have you got the medication with you?
Yes, here. Oh, and I've also got the insurance stuff. When can I...
Ah, thank you. I will tell Dr. Newhouse. Please take a seat for a moment. I will let you know when you can go in and see your mother.
Nice. Hurry up to sit and wait. It's always the agonizing part of hospitals. I mean, aside from, you know, being in a hospital. Yeah, good thing you got that jacket on. They wouldn't take you seriously with just a vest. It's gotta be related to the Gordons. Look at that facial hair. Sparse.
Excuse me, Mr. Michaels?
Yes?
There is a problem with your mother's insurance card. It looks like she didn't make the last payment.
I don't know anything about that, and I really don't give a damn.
Obviously, it's a little unpleasant, but the insurance...
Look, I don't give a damn about the insurance. What's happening with my mom? How long is this thing gonna take?
I'm sure you'll be able to see her soon. But if we can't clear up this thing with the insurance, then we've got a problem here. You'll have to...
Oh my god. So loud.
Okay, Doctor.
Like, insurance didn't go through. Kick her to the curb.
You can see your mother now. The room at the end on the right. Mr. Michaels? I can't help it if your mother hasn't paid, or if the bank hasn't made the transfer, or if the medical insurance won't cover the treatment. Here, take the card with you and sort it out. In the end, your mother will be back on her feet, but she won't have a roof over her head anymore.
Oh, they'll take the house. No qualms.
Thanks.
Oh, you're gonna be homeless? We're taking that.
How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. The wounds to her head are quite severe. She must have fallen against the table with all her weight behind her.
Is she going to...
One should never give up hope. But your mother's in a coma, Darren. I'm sorry, but it's rather uncommon for someone to wake from a deep coma. Perhaps if she'd been discovered earlier, then there wouldn't have been so much bleeding in her skull.
You're saying that if I'd gone to her straight after our talk, then she wouldn't be here now, lying in a coma?
But my boy, you couldn't possibly have known.
Yeah, how could I have known? Fuller.
Sorry?
Fuller! She phoned the photo store. She wanted to speak to me, and Fuller just hung up on her.
Wait, no, that's completely...
She was conscious and wanted help, but Fuller...
Darren, get a grip. It was an accident. No one's to blame, and you should just...
Just what? Simply sit here at the bedside and hope that she gets better? I can't barely believe that.
Darren! You must...
Thanks for your help.
We'll look after your mother round the clock, Darren. You're welcome to stay here. I'll pop in again later.
We've
I'm not
got
gonna stay
to.
here. I still have things to sort out. That fat bastard's gonna pay for this.
And he's gonna pay by having to see us hook up with Angela. Angelina?
There's a stethoscope. Presumably someone from the clinic forgot it when washing their hands. Doc Newhouse has definitely still got his.
Well, I guess it's our stethoscope now.
I'll take it with me. They ought to be able to rustle up another one here.
Oh, we're getting into a safe.
It seems to... She looks so weak. My mom always had a fighting spirit, and all this just because she tripped. Probably rushing around again, doing someone or other a favor. And then that stupid cupboard. Oh, and Fuller. If he even... I'm gonna squeeze him dry for this.
You know, they say child-proof your house when you have a child. When you got an elderly person, you need to elder-proof your house. Scale.
A set of scales. Maybe for overweight patients? They certainly look a bit more solid than the ones you have in your bathroom at home.
And again, anyone can really pass out, depending upon circumstances and medical history.
I'd better leave the scales here. What would I do with scales?
You could weigh yourself. I know you don't need it.
Typical hospital chic. There's a little medicine bottle lying here. Perhaps it belonged to the patient who was here before my mother.
Yeah, let's just...
Laxativa. A powerful laxative. Sounds useful.
Oh no. Wasn't there another game that had laxatives? I mean, one that I played.
The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing, etc. No idea if the values are positive.
As long as it isn't panic beeping mode, it should be fine.
That doesn't belong to my mom. Maybe it's from the person who was in here before her.
Well, you know, you leave it, it's ours now.
The mirror! Don't go through the mirror.
What the heck?
Mom, are you awake? Did I just imagine that? No, I couldn't have. My wrist still hurts. She must have been terribly afraid of something. But what did she mean?
Samuel went through the mirror, though.
It seems to... She looks... And all this just because she tripped. And Fuller. If he...
Alright, let's interact with that.
I guess I should have packed a case like that for my mother, too. I'd better leave the scales here.
Alright, we're gonna need those scales, because look at that. Doing the pinchy thing with the hand. Um,
The monitor shows my mother's vital sign.
all right, let's get out of here. We're supposed to go back to the photo store.
No, I can't tell you that. You can talk to her son if you like. He's just... There he is.
Hey! Hey! You! What the hell?
Yeah, what the heck?
A nurse. And perhaps an administrator as well. They could well be one and the same nowadays. The way things look, it seems that healing the patients is a kind of secondary activity. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
Oh, got this? Ask about stranger.
What did that guy want?
He was asking about your mother.
What did he want to know?
He wanted to know if
she made it?
Yes. But I told him we're not allowed to give out patient information. He ought to speak to you.
I don't know the guy, but he's gone out of his way to avoid me twice already. You know who he is?
I'm sorry, no. But he's got an accent. I think he's British. But with something else, too.
Listen, I don't want that guy anywhere near my mother. You understand?
Of course.
Yeah, but which British? Like English, Welsh, Scottish? Probably English.
What do you think? You reckon my mom's gonna be okay?
Oh, you never can know. But for sure, there are people who come out of comas after much worse accidents than your mother's.
And folks who die from much less serious accidents.
You mustn't give up hope. Pray for your mother.
Statistically speaking, that has no effect whatsoever. I'll save my time.
I mean, in this world, who knows?
This Dr. Newhouse, what's he like?
Oh, he's very charming. A really nice guy. He isn't from around here. He came to Biddeford a couple of years back. But he's really settled and got on well, and...
Yeah, nice story. I wanted to know if he was a competent doctor.
Oh, yes, of course. He used to run a huge hospital in Atlanta. He's apparently rather overqualified to be working in a little place like Biddeford. But I think he enjoys the small town life. Your mother is in good hands.
Uh-huh. Goes from big, fancy Atlanta City. Atlanta? Atlanta City. It's just Atlanta. Anyway, Atlanta Hospital to this small little place in Massachusetts. Very suspicious.
Are you from around here?
You could say that. I grew up here.
Then you surely must be able to tell me some exciting stories about the place.
Ah, well, not really all that much happens here. You know, a young woman killed herself a couple of years back. She jumped into the ocean, and they had to call in extra divers to help search for her. They didn't save her, though. They never even found the body. But apart from that, there's never really much happening here.
You mean Carrie? Did you know her?
Yes, we used to go to aerobics together.
Any idea why she killed herself?
We'd all like to know the answer to that one. She was always so happy. We used to have lots of laughs together. But then, she changed. She also stopped coming to the sports events, and I lost touch with her. I had no idea she was having such a hard time with herself.
Thanks for the info.
Seeing a pattern here. They're like, she was so happy. I don't know why she would kill herself, but then she just suddenly changed and didn't do anything. And I don't know why. It's like, well, obviously there's the reason. Something happened that caused her to change. Never mind the fact that she was so happy beforehand.
About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through your mother's bank transfers. If she's transferred the money, then it's up to the bank and the insurance company to slug it out between themselves. You can simply drop it by with the certificate if you like. Then I'll see to it.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. About all this insurance...
Best to have a look. You can simply drop.
Alright, I didn't know if there was
Thanks very
more.
much for the information.
No problem.
Alright. We're gonna feed someone laxatives because this guy is the spiritual son of Samuel.
There seems to be dozens of cameras in this building. Perhaps they should film the screens, just to make sure everything's being filmed.
Yes, they should film the cameras filming the cameras as well. But yeah, maybe this Carrie isn't actually dead. If they didn't find the bodies, you have no proof, right? Mortuary, that is. We're gonna go down there, but too many memories from the first game.
A soda machine chucks out various kinds of sugared water.
Sugared water. Okay, so I'm horrible at accents, and accents fascinate me. That's why I'm trying to mimic it. I used to be monotone, and I had to learn how to not be monotone. But with that, means I'm not good with accents.
Perhaps there are medical records or bills in the cupboard. Forms, transfers. Making people well again is just an aside.
Alright. Let's... Or anything else? Like, look at this again.
At least there aren't any cameras in the patient's rooms. Or in the restroom. We'll have to wait until year 2000 for that.
I don't know. I mean, how do you know there isn't? That's in the secret security room.
Hallways, corridors, the reception area over there, a door, presumably the emergency exit. All of it no further interest.
Oh, but this is of further interest. Gotta get that sugar water.
Bottle of soda. Great.
Oh my god. We stick the laxative in it. Can we stick the... Don't you do that. Don't you go over there. Gotta put the laxative in the soda.
A good idea. But how do I get the laxative into the bottle without damaging the cap?
Ooh, if only we had a needle. Breadcrumbs. We have so many items. Just so many items. Can I take pictures of people? No.
I don't think anything in here is gonna interest me.
Okay, alright. No, wait, is there more? Yes.
A few glossies and a health magazine.
Glossies? The heck is a glossy? Photos?
My mom told me how she feared having to spend the rest of her life in a thing like this, even long after the car crash. Her back was seriously injured, and no one could tell her if she would ever walk again. Miraculously, I was left unhurt by our car crash. My mom was in hospital for months. My father died at the scene of the accident. I was about 3 years old back then. I can't remember the accident. Nor my father.
The stranger is his father. That's my prediction.
When the Temple of Liberty has been established, will the people know how to decorate it? We're decorating our country of liberty with cameras.
I mean, there's good reasons to use cameras, and then there's poor reasons to use cameras. The thing that baffles me is you buy a camera and you have to go to a website to look at it, and you don't know who else is looking at it. You can't just... I mean, maybe you could just buy a regular camera and set up your own security system. You gotta look into that. Could be a fun little programming challenge.
Who are people scared of? Themselves?
Yes. I can tell you from my one experience of blacking out, whatever I did and don't remember is a little scary.
I don't want to just sit here and wait for some news. I can drop by at any time and ask how she's doing.
That's how I feel about hospitals. Like, whenever I've had to go to the emergency room, I always tell people, don't hang around, I'll call you. Like, it's pointless.
Oh well. I'll take the fashion magazine here. Oh, and the auto magazine.
I mean, unless someone's like, you don't know if they're at any moment could go die. Then I understand, like, hanging around, like, you know, they're in surgery and such or something. I understand. But if, like, they're stable, things are going all right, then it seems pointless. And it seems like his mother's stable.
A gray door with a frosted glass window. The sign over there says pathology.
Hang on. It says mortuary. Well, pathology. Okay.
I'm not particularly morbid, so I think I'll stay on this side of the door.
Alright, we got to go out there and cause some chaos. We gotta get Angelina's photos. No, Angelina sounds English. And that guy, we gotta go back to his mother's house, actually. We'll do that first. The guy sounds apparently British, whichever one that is. What if he's, like, related to her, and they're related to, who is this guy? I don't remember. This guy and his mother. And yeah, accidentally ends up hooking up with her. And it's like, surprise, cousins. And it's like, sweet home England. We gotta get information. Solve some puzzles. This, thing's a little everywhere. Let's walk through.
There's no choice. I can't believe I've got to scrabble around in my mother's private things so the damn insurance company doesn't let her die. I mean, what are they gonna do if I can't find any proof that my mother transferred that money? Throw her out of the door in her bed? Alright, come on, Darren.
Oh, it's one of those. It can either be alright or it can be horrible. This would be... Can you imagine, like, would seriously be how you have to get into your stuff if everything was like a crap. You know what? This isn't too bad, probably. It's just... Oh, I got that. Shit. I say shit because it means, oh no. Oh no. Okay, so there was an option to skip the puzzle, fortunately, because I actually had to start over, select easy difficulty to be able to skip the puzzle because I spent far too long trying to do it. And here we are, finally inside with a casket.
Huh. A little wooden box. I've never seen it before. Ah, there's Mom's transfer book. That's what I was looking for. I'll take both.
And I think the settings might have reset how loud the music is. Okay, I guess it didn't reset. It's just this part's really loud. All right, so we have bank book.
I don't know about all this kind of stuff. Let's see. Huh. I reckon that these are my mom's account transactions. This is the rent, and here's 18 bucks, 45 to the phone company. Aha, and here's the transfer to the insurance company. That's from last month, so she has paid. Those guys need to kick up the butt. What's this? A letter?
Ooh, we got a letter. What's this casket?
Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well. Of course, I will furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended, and I wouldn't have expected anything else from you. But there's absolutely no question about your receiving any less, even if he has now left home. You have done a wonderful job, and it's now time that you did something for yourself. Enjoy your life in Maine. With love, C.
Wait, what? I received... I wasn't paying attention. The full amount. Suggestion well attended. Okay.
Strange. The full amount. Even if he's out of the house now? What's that all about? Here's my mom receiving a fat payment from... a $1,500 transfer from a bank in England. BCW Bank, Willow Creek branch. Willow Creek? That name's familiar. Mom used to live in England, but was it in this Willow Creek? And who is this C character? And why is he sending her money? Here it is again. And there! She seems to get the same amount every month. Seems to be practically her only source of income. I don't get it. She always told me she got a monthly injury compensation payment from insurance of the guy who caused the crash, which also killed my father. I definitely wasn't supposed to see that. Suppose it didn't really matter to me either. It's just that... It's just not like my mother to keep secrets from me. I'll ask her why she's lied to me as soon as she gets better.
Alright. What if he isn't her son?
Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well. Of course, I will furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended, and I wouldn't have expected anything else from you. But there's absolutely no question about your receiving any less, even if he has now left home. You have done a wonderful job, and it's now time that you did something for yourself.
Alright, so yeah,
I really
that's
don't
about...
understand all that. Perhaps my father wasn't killed in the accident? Maybe he walked out on us. But my father was called John, not C. Or could it be hush money? But my mother tangled up in some kind of dark plot? With the best will in the world, I can't imagine that.
So what does that mean, the best will in the world? Also, what was the butler's name? Because I don't think there was anyone named C. Maybe the alchemists? Not the alchemists, the the chemist's name in Wales. It hasn't been that long and I've already forgotten names. Pencil. Wait, we gotta look at the casket.
The little wooden box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are.
Really?
The little wooden box, there's some kind of
Alright. Letter from C, bank book.
My mother's financial stuff. The insurance has been paid. That's the information the nurse needs.
So I was originally thinking, wow, 1,500 really isn't much, but this was like 90s. And I guess if you're getting $1,500 a month just to keep an eye on this guy, That's pretty decent.
A packet of cigarettes. Is Mom a secret smoker? Oh, there's just playing cards in it. I'd have been surprised.
Alright, is there, I guess, more pencil stuff?
Pencils. Run-of-the-mill pencils.
Yeah, but there's all this other stuff that you're ignoring.
I'll leave that here. You always need a sharpener for pencils, and I can't see any here.
Alright, let's get out. So yeah, let's go back to the hospital. Get this insurance sorted out. $18 for rent, that's amazing. I know that wasn't the rent. 40 for the phone company. I guess like actual landline phone has gone down a little. I think it's like 30 now, or that might be just because it's packaged with like internet.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
I think I need
never
to
mind.
show her. No, don't walk away. Who are these people in here? Wait, why is it missing? Oh, not that. Not that.
I have my mother's bank transfers here. She's already paid for the damn insurance.
I was thinking the same thing myself. You know, the insurance company has made a boo-boo. Can I have them? Don't worry, I'll get on it.
So that will be the end of it then?
Yes, I'll clear it all up with them.
Good.
Let's check out these people. Like, who's this guy? Guess we can't. Let's go back. See if we can. Oh, there's people in there now. Let's confront them. Never mind, there isn't. It's all an illusion.
The mirror. Don't go through the mirror.
Mom? Mom, are you awake? Did I just imagine that? No, she must have been terribly afraid of something.
I thought I already did that, but I guess I did not. Okay. Let's go back to the photo store. Gotta get those pictures so we can go see Angelina? Guess was her name? You know, got this. I forgot all about it. Let's go in, I guess.
Whoa, that can't be right. It's the guy from the hospital with Fuller. Who is that guy? And what's he got to do with Fuller? I ought to listen in. I can still get Fuller a talking to afterwards.
I'm gonna save case. Save over this. Yes. Guess we're gonna go in.
Can't open the door. The bell would give me away immediately. I'm gonna have to listen in unnoticed if I want to find out who this is.
Alright, I got something. Well?
I can't hear a thing from here. They're way too far off.
Okay, I guess we gotta go in the back. Somehow. We'll just, open the door, maybe.
Damn, the door is locked. There's a little hook that's keeping the door locked. I've got to reach it somehow.
We did make some. Why does it keep disappearing? Metal tube? No. Did I already? Maybe I already did it.
That should work. I've just got to be really quiet. If the handle hits against the door, they're both sure to hear it. Done it. And they didn't notice anything.
Alright, so we're in.
The door is open again. I can go in. I just hope it doesn't squeak.
Yeah, Angelina. That might have been it. I wrote down the surname as well. For another $10, I might even remember where I put the note.
Not necessary. I know her surname. And your assistant, what about him?
What assistant? Oh, you mean Darren? That's my errand boy. He works here in the semester holidays.
A good errand boy is worth a lot. What do you know about him?
Why are you interested in him? You want to poach him from me? No problemo. For $100, I'll even write his notice straight away. What the hell? We'll say 50.
Not interested. Do you know him well?
What's with all the questions? His mother came in and asked if he could work here for a few weeks. He's a pussy! One of the eternally afflicted. Oh, I feel so bad and the world is so unfair and it all makes no sense. Boo-hoo.
So you don't know him?
And I've got no it...
Oh, dang it.
That was close. They're both heading for the exit and I'm none the wiser. Who is this guy following then? Me? Or Angelina? And why? I'm gonna ask Angelina about the man. She's British, and that guy's got a British accent. You never know, perhaps she knows him. But first, I've got unfinished business with Fuller.
All British people know other British people. Especially if they're, like, outside of Britain and in the same area. They have, like, an instinctive British radar. Did I go in? No, I didn't. Why? What? Why? Stop it. Stop. Stop. Go. But that's what I clicked. It's this aimless Gen X wondering.
Hey, where's the big jellyfish?
Probably in the back. Oh, you can get the pictures.
Huh. Looks like Fuller's taking the film out of the camera. But I wanted to give that fat bastard a piece of my mind first. Where the hell is he?
Maybe, wait, he was in the back room, right? Let's... not, I guess. Oh, I can do...
Good.
We're gonna find out what kind of weird stuff he's up to, I mean, I hope.
I filled it out. One package for Fuller at his address. I hope that does it.
Like, what's the story with him and, woman from the diner? I wanna know. Alright, so I guess... gotta go to the basement? There is suddenly a door.
What the heck? A secret door hidden behind the photo backdrops.
Oh gods, it's the rape layer. Oh my god, that's the sex room. Oh my god, all the chains and stuff.
What the hell are you doing here, boy?
Keep your hands off, Fuller! Because of you, my mother's in a coma.
What have I got to do with your mother? Out! Out of my basement! Go on, get out of here!
You should have told me that she called. It was obvious that something was wrong. I swear I'm gonna...
You threatening me? You? Threatening me?
If she doesn't wake up, I am gonna...
Out! Get out of here already! You're fired! Out! Out! Out!
You better pray she doesn't die. That's the only thing that'll save your fat ass.
Get out of here! If I ever catch you here again, you'll end up next to your mother.
You're gonna regret this,
You'll
fella.
never do anything, you pussy! You haven't got the balls! You haven't got the guts! You got nothing!
And this
Think of
guy's
something.
loud.
I'll get him back. That man's gonna pay, you just wait. But I still need the film with Angelina's pictures on it from out of his camera. I could use his darkroom to develop the film and make the prints. If he's not gonna pay me, then that'll do as a partial payment. Now all I have to do is somehow get him out of the store.
We got a plan. Where's the thing? We are going to where is these places? Where are these places? Are these places? Who is that? You the person that was there? Uh-oh. What the heck? He's like, uh-oh, I'm late for my spot. Oh, what's going on? Is this gonna be a hookup? How people hook up? What's going on? Maybe this is like some kind of...
Looks like you can only buy tourist rip-off stuff in here. But the mail for the...
What is going on over there? Gotta get locked out. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is some kind of like strange northeastern mating ritual. It's like, oh, a person. Time to go into the back. If you follow, you're agreeing to something. I don't know. Maybe you're joining a cult. It's a very elaborate multi-level marketing scheme. Okay. Is that her? I don't think so. Who's this? Customer? Look at...
Now I wonder, there might be a mention of this Willow Creek place in these travel guides.
Maybe. Probably.
Really? Willow Creek pops up in the index. Page 42, section Horror, Hauntings, and History. Let's see.
Do I have to read it? Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek, or in the sleepy little English town is where you can wander in the footsteps of Samuel Gordon, the Worcestershire Ripper. Rent a room in the former Ashbury Sanatorium where the mad scientist Robert Gordon once made cruel experiments with the inhabitants. Now you'll find an exclusive hotel in this building. Cost per person, £50 a night. That's pretty decent. The scion of one of England's oldest families, the Gordon's castle lies close to the town, but is unfortunately not open for guided tours. Murdered 5 people in 1981. Among these was Victor Valley, who was just 12 years old. Victor Valley. Yeah, I would have thought he would have murdered more than just 5. Like, there was his wife's wife. Yeah, wife. There was his wife. There was the graveyard caretaker or whatever. The Willow Creek Museum awaits the horror-friendly visitor with a permanent display relating to the murders, as well as guided tours from April through to October. On the trail of a killer. Okay. How do I exit? Oh, I have to look at it.
There it is. Only a small box. Willow Creek on the trail of the killer. Willow Creek on the trail of a killer. Fans of the macabre will search the scion of one of England's oldest families. The Willow Creek Museum awaits the horror-friendly visitor with a permanent charming little town. And from this horror resort is where my mom gets her monthly payments. Wonderful.
Okay, so the mystery so far is much better than the first game. I am excited. Well, let's talk to this customer's ass, I guess.
Huh. The bimbo reads fashion magazines. Why is she doing that here?
So you don't have to pay for them?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, it's you, the hoodlum from this morning.
Yeah, well, I was in a rush. An important job to do.
No reason to be impolite.
Of course not.
She's just pocketing... Oh. Well, at least she brought it back out. Not shoplifting. Can we talk to her again?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That's fine.
What? What? That is so odd.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Like, what? Okay.
Yes?
That's fine.
Like, he's testing her. Vibe checking?
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Working hard or hardly working? Ooh, let's get the scoop on some gossip.
You know the Bibers?
From the diner? Sure I do.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't gossip, but her marriage ain't exactly the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's apparently very nice, a little jaded and stressed out. Can't ever forget her work. But him, he's an asshole. Been boozing for 2 or 3 years and is a bit free with his fists.
Why doesn't she leave him then?
Huh. No idea. She's real dependent on him. The diner belongs to the both of them. And besides, where would she go? Nobody would take her.
Why would nobody take her anymore? Did we already talk about... I think we did.
Is that a girlfriend of yours?
Yeah, one of my best ones.
Does she sit about in this store the whole day?
Excuse me? I wouldn't know what that would have to do with you.
I just mean, has she got a job or not?
She doesn't need one. Actually, her husband has plenty of dough. And even if he didn't, then she could easily earn good money working as a photo model.
As a photo model, huh? That could maybe help me out some.
Oh, really?
Nothing. It's okay.
What does that have to do with you? So are we gonna throw her to Fuller like a steak to a really ugly little chihuahua? That's an insult to chihuahuas. I apologize.
Along with all the tourist stuff and the mail, you're the local travel agent too, aren't you? Have you got anything about a place called Willow Creek in England?
Course we do. Take a look back there on the flyers.
Alright, let's get the package.
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please. I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's not signed.
Fuller has to sign the note?
Stupid. The mailman, of course. Fuller should ask him tomorrow morning. He probably just forgot when he was posting the note through Fuller's door.
Oh my god.
It's not possible for me to wait till tomorrow.
What are we going to do?
Does Fuller often get packages delivered here?
Yeah, a few times a month.
Why doesn't he have the packages delivered to his store?
He does, but when he's not there, the mailman delivers them here and then Fuller picks them up for himself.
Do you know what was inside the package that I picked up a little while back?
How should I?
Huh.
I guess let's go over these again.
What can you tell me about Dr. Newhouse?
The Newhouses? Well, they came here a few years back. He was a big cheese in Boston. Miss Newhouse has brought a good bit of style to this little town. I know her. My girlfriend Betty is her best friend.
Really? She gossips as much, too?
We don't gossip, okay? You really want to know all this stuff?
Yeah, don't diss the gossiper if you want to gossip.
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package.
No, please. I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's not
Fuller has to sign.
Stupid.
Stupid.
It's not possible for me to wait till...
Alright, I guess we gotta
Thanks.
hunt down the mail person.
Yeah.
Let's talk to her again, see if we can talk her into stuff.
Excuse me.
Maybe she'll
Yes?
model?
I've noticed you're really into those fashion magazines. Are you a model?
Me? No.
You're joking. You must have at least thought about becoming a photo model.
Actually, I have been approached.
Oh, well, that goes without saying. You see, I work for a magazine from down south. Ladies in Chrome.
I've never heard of it.
It's the high society magazine in the South. The magazine for the top 10,000. I'm working on a piece about life and style in the far north.
Really? How exciting.
Maybe you have some recent photos. I'd love to show our readers what fine taste people up here in the north have. This is your stylish convertible, right?
It is! And I'd be happy to be at your disposal for your story. But I don't have any photos.
That shouldn't be any problem.
Yeah, let's just throw her to the... Oh, gods. Could she end up in the sex room, the secret sex room? I have to come up with another word for room, so it's alliteration. Secret sex... shower? No. Secret sex shower.
There's an excellent photographer in town, isn't there?
Fuller? You can't be serious. That savage would never be able to like me properly.
Oh, so you don't know
What don't I know?
who Fuller really is? He's an internationally renowned star photographer from New Zealand. He's been living here incognito for a few years. He's working on his life's work. He's documenting normal folks' lives here in America. Of course, he's got to stay unrecognized to do that.
That's... No, I can't believe that.
I swear, in a few years, when he's finished his work, it'll be the photographic sensation of the decade.
I can't believe it. Show me some of his pictures, then we'll see.
Well, all right then. But don't run away.
No way.
Where's she gonna go? Gotta look at all the pictures. Where are we? Why is he going to the corner?
My God, what a lame story. But vanity has always been the biggest weakness for those kind of folks. If I can show her a few reasonable photos, then perhaps she'll lure Fuller out of the shop for me.
Okay. Alright, let's go. No, wait. No. Gotta remember to do this. Not click, right click. Let's go back to the hospital. What is this place? Oh, it's his mother? Why is his mother's place in a postcard? Also click on this, I guess. Can't go there. Wonder why. Go back to the hospital. Alright. It's interesting. There's like people walking around. It's a nice touch. Like, the place is a little living.
The news of my mother's accident seems to have spread quickly. A couple of people have already sent flowers.
That's fast.
So many greetings and get well wishes. I think she's very active in the community, and she's probably got a lot of new friends here. Lots of different people have sent my mother cards. This one's signed P. Puck. Wait a minute. That's the mailman.
Like, it's progressively getting quieter. What was up with that? Like, did no one who's like making this like listen and play through and be like, oh, it's fine? Did they not like realize just how bad it is?
The mailman signed it, so now I've got a sample. I think I could forge his signature really well.
All right, we can do that. Anything else? Let's see. Glam pics. Okay, so let's do this. Oh my god. The system is not great.
Okay, good. I've got the original. I guess the signature is kinda half decent.
Okay.
The note's filled out, and it's got the mailman's signature on it. Well, my version, that is. I ought to get a package with it for sure.
Let's go get that package. Fuller's package. We're gonna be handling Fuller's package. There's supposed to be a boat here. Let's go back around. She's gonna jump up and go around. Is she like... No. Oh, now she does. It's like an explicit agreement. If we go back there, we've just signed up to have to sell makeup. And if you sell enough makeup each month, then you get to have a pink car convertible. Or we have to host pleasure parties. I never got invited to pleasure parties. Only gay men were allowed, at least back then. Okay, let's get the paper.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Package.
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please. So how did you manage to scare up the old fart?
Yeah, I bumped into him in the town.
You were lucky. Here, Fuller's photo paper.
Much obliged.
All right, we gotta break in and trespass. It's okay. It's for good cause. We are going to get the photo.
There's no point sneaking in again. I've got to lure Fuller out of the shop.
Let's see. Oh, we got the magazines. Oh, we gotta show her the magazine. Okay, a little premature. It's like just waiting for someone to agree to buy all the products that she bought from the previous person, and then she's got to sign up 3 people who have to sign up 3 people who have to sign up 3 people, and then she will finally be at the not quite the bottom of the pyramid, but she's a little higher up the pyramid. We gotta talk to her.
Yes?
I show the magazines.
Look, I've got a few of Fuller's earlier works.
Really? Show me! Which pictures are by him?
Oh, that one there. Oh, and there too. Oh, and here's another one. Exactly. Yeah, that one here.
They're really wonderful.
It was all just for the money. In reality, he's an artist, you see. But the project here in Biddeford is his real passion. Living incognito amongst us common folks, working on his masterpiece. Can you imagine what an effort it must have been for such a cultivated and refined man like Fuller to play a primitive, stinking, sweaty asshole.
That's true art.
You should call him. He could photograph you in your car up on the cliff top.
Now?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've got to hurry, my lady. I've got a deadline to meet in Dallas, you see.
Oh, of course. I'll call from my car phone and arrange a photo shoot.
Oh, excellent. But don't let him realize that you know his true identity. Who knows what that'd do to his artistic spirit.
I understand. Thank you so much.
Is she wearing...
Oh, no problem. Shall we meet here again this evening?
Agreed.
She's wearing a tie directly around her neck.
Unbelievable.
That is definitely a fashion choice.
That's a postcard of... But I first want to see if Fuller has really left the store. That's a postcard of Biddeford. But I first want to see...
Okay, I have to do this, because I guess I can't do that from there. From the postcard.
And there he goes. Now I ought to have a few hours to get Angelina's film and develop some pictures in the darkroom.
Alright, so we're not only going to trespass, but we're going to breaking and entering. We might as well just pile on the crimes. Okay, since we have a stethoscope, and this is apparently a thing everyone does with stethoscopes. The stethoscopes. Scopes? Cops?
Alright, let's see. Okay, I know I need to enter 5 numbers. I should be able to hear if the lock clicks into place with the stethoscope. When it does, then you need to turn it in the other direction afterwards. But I need to get a move on. Fuller's had a clock built into it, so there's a time limit.
Oh, I better not have to do this. Uh-oh. Did I mess up? I don't know. It seems like I should have gotten that done by then.
Hey, that sounds good.
Alright, let's...
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Aha, a film cartridge. Those will be the photos of Angelina. Well, apart from that, there's just a few papers, a folder, and, whoa, a pistol. I'd better leave everything where it is.
Are you sure?
As soon as I've developed the pictures and made copies, I'll pay Angelina a visit in the hotel. I could really do with a bit of a distraction. Alright, now I've got everything I need to develop the films. Let's go.
That's some innuendo. You can quickly scroll through objects in your inventory with the help of the mouse wheel. Really? I guess. Got a new mouse. And the mouse wheel can really roll freely. Or not freely. Let's check out the basement. I want to know about the secret sex room. Look at these ropes. Oh, okay. There's different ones. Oh. Oh, the, what order to unlock it is, upstairs in the kitchen, right? Oh my god. Sphinx Monument Valley? So that's not just a game on Android. Great Wall of China, Castle Beach. Hang on, let me check. See. All right, it doesn't say we're getting in there, but I'm still gonna try. World Tour, Arizona, Hawaii, Egypt.
What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller's smeared half of it with his filthy paws.
I think that's Egypt, China, and Europe. Which would be which? Is Castle Europe? Okay, so we have Arizona already. Photo backdrop. What would that be? Is that Monument Valley? Arizona, Hawaii Beach. Egypt, Sphinx. China. And then Europe. Oh my god. You know, I don't know.
That's got it. The clips are off and the screen's gone up.
We're gonna save. I need to make sure I'm actually recording. That is always a worry. Concern. You know, we could have just gotten rid of the screens. I don't know why we had to do this, but
A heavy metal door. You can see quite clearly that it's been set into the wall at some later date. I have to ask myself just what Fuller's hiding behind there. It can't be anything good.
Oh no, he's killed women. The bad things have happened in there.
No chance. There's nothing moving here. I guess I have to type in the correct number into the numeric pad.
What? I can't interact with it. I want in the
No
secret
chance.
room. Dang it. Alright, I guess we have to focus on developing. What happened? Is there a snake? Alright, water dish?
The dish for the water bath. After the picture becomes visible in the develop.
Alright, I need... What do I need? Do I have everything I need? Laxative, photo developer fixer. It says distilled water. Pick up distilled water. Where is the distilled water? So developer dish, I guess photo developer.
First of all, light off.
Here's the water.
That's enough. The developer also has to be diluted.
What? Oh, here's the distilled water finally.
Ah, there's a bottle of distilled water. I'm gonna need that if I'm gonna make pictures from Angelina's film. Alright, now I've got everything I need to develop the films. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's talk louder. Soda bottle. I guess we dilute it? Then put the water in there too.
Great, just as it should be. A dish with about half an inch of diluted developer.
And in here?
That would be the stop bath.
What about the fixer? No? Don't move. No. Developer container? I guess it goes in there.
First, I have to develop the film before I can fix it.
Okay. Nope. Nope. I don't know how to do this. Film can't. Oh, maybe I have to get it
The
out.
undeveloped film with Angelina's pictures on it. I've got to develop it and then make prints from the nags. Then I can take the pictures to Angelina in the hotel.
Alright, and into the developer container. Okay, I need to put it in there.
That has to be enough. Now, just put the film in and the development will begin.
Okay. Learning something.
The film and the developer are now in the developing drum. Good. Now the developer is oxidizing. It gives off electrons, which are then picked up by the silver ions in the light-sensitive layer of the film. The more light that falls on a location, the stronger the reaction, and so the place then turns darker. In short, the film is now being developed.
That's pretty cool. Why are you shaking it?
Okay, I guess the film has to be developed now.
You guess? Don't you know? We got an item.
So, that ought to do it. I'll pour out the developer.
He puts it in the thing? Has he done this before?
Now the fixer's gotta go in to stop the film from keeping on developing.
Okay.
Oh well, that's the end of the fixer. But what was left ought to have stopped the development process. I hope everything's worked.
I do too. Did we? No, okay. Does everything really go into the container like that?
So far, so good.
Okay, we got the
film's developed. That's the first step. Now I have to make the prints. Let's see. I need photo paper and an enlarger. That's over there. Then I need developer. There's still enough in the bottle.
Okay. Does this go in there? Oh. I need photo paper.
An
Right there.
A4 size package. Fairly heavy. Either it really is photographic paper, or it's full as dirty mags for the week. Ah, nice. 50 sheets of top quality photo paper.
Alright, we put it in the enlarger.
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from the paper seems fine for the picture to be projected properly.
And then we put this in the thingy. The enlarger.
The film has been put in.
And we use the developer? No.
Then let's have a go. The longer I leave the lamp on, the more contrast the picture gets. Let's try it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think that's enough time.
I wasn't paying attention. This be like 5 seconds.
The sheet's been exposed. No idea if the exposure time's good or not. I'm only gonna know that once I develop the picture.
Oh.
The exposed picture has to be developed.
Okay, that wasn't right. Thought you would have it like in order, not out of order.
Ah, here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark.
Uh-oh. It's just vaguely, when you see it clearly, it's time. I don't think it worked. I didn't see it clearly at all. I mean, I saw like her shoulders, and that was it.
Huh. The picture's got too much contrast and is too dark. I need to expose the paper less, and the next time pull the paper out of the developer earlier.
Alright, you know, it's fine. I'm learning. I didn't read ahead.
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from the paper seems fine.
Okay, so I gotta do this successfully twice.
Okay then, let's try again.
Okay, 4, 5.
Okay, I think that's enough time.
Okay, now gotta do it just right.
Ah, here we go.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. See? See? Much better. I hope that was enough. That was good enough. Hope it's a little forgiving.
Ah, the contrast is good and the brightness is right too. But the picture itself is garbage. I can't do much about that. Maybe some of the other pictures are better.
Okay, that was just Fuller being crappy.
Well, at least the exposure and development times seem to be right. I'll try it again.
It's crappy Fuller pictures. Alright, one more time. Then I guess it just automatically does the
A
rest.
sheet is lying in the frame.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay, I think that's enough time.
You know, I didn't time the, how long I left it in the developer. Only there was a timer.
Ah.
Alright, come on. Come on. Come on. Shy. Very shy picture. Exact same picture. He just took like several of the exact same. Oh, it looks a little different. It's too dark. Dang it.
Yes, I've really got it now.
Oh,
Brightness
okay.
and contrast are correct. If Fuller only had any idea about photography, then maybe even the picture would be good too. Maybe the next one. This could well take some time. 36 pictures and not one of them actually any good. How can a guy take a beautiful woman like Angelina and then photograph her so badly? But I can't do much about that. The pics have been snapped and I gotta take them to her at the hotel. At least I get to see her again. And it's also not my fault that the pictures are bad.
What the heck?
What the?
Okay,
Mrs.
we got it.
Biba?
What? He's blackmailing her.
Can I help you, Mrs. Biba?
Is Fuller there?
No, not at the moment.
Then, can you give him this? Give it to him personally. As soon as he gets back, I gotta go.
The heck? Did she hook up with him? And he's like, I took pictures. Give me money or I show your husband.
I feel sorry for her. There's something not right going on here.
Open it.
Could it help me get one over on Fuller? Huh. But I can't put Mrs. Biba in danger. She gives the impression she can't take much more. If I could secretly open the envelope, then I could look at what's inside and put the envelope in the mailbox later. That would keep Mrs. Biba out of trouble. But how can I open the envelope and close it again without Fuller noticing?
Oh, we got a solution. Got the answer here. It's on the stove. It's been heating up this entire time. Pretty sure it's full. Yeah, that on the stoving.
Hey, the steam could undo the glue. Huh, let's try.
Please tell me.
It's
Okay, good.
steaming.
Oh my god. Noise was very annoying for a while.
The steam's loosening the glue. Got it. The paper hasn't torn and the glue still sticks. I can reseal the letter. But first, I want to see what's inside. Holy, that's gotta be $1,500. Huh. There's some kind of blackmailing going on here. Mrs. Biba hates Fuller, and she didn't want her husband to see that I gave her a letter from him this morning. It would seem he knows nothing about it. But what's it about? Sex? Ugh, surely not with Fuller. Something to do with the diner, or from Biba's past? I'd love to send Fuller off to jail for blackmail. But first I gotta find out what he's blackmailing Mrs. Biba with. But tomorrow's another day. I'll put the letter in Fuller's mailbox and get myself ready for my date with Angelina.
Oh, it's a date, huh? You're being very presumptuous. Calling it a date, you're just dropping pictures off. I guess we're doing that.
Hopefully he doesn't take too much pleasure in it.
Let's save. And I guess how do we get to this? Promenade. It's got to be on here, right? It's this place. Yes. The hotel. Let's look around. Cars.
The hotel seems to have few guests. But in this season, you'd normally expect a bit more to be going on. Maybe the others have seen the weather report. There's a storm getting up. And who wants to be stuck in a hotel on the Atlantic in the rain?
Good point.
Both cars have Maine plates. So maybe they aren't even guests. Or maybe they're rental cars.
Yeah, I would imagine rental cars.
Plenty of people say that the New England coastal towns look Scandinavian. But I doubt if they build such big houses over there.
Yeah, it doesn't have thatching.
I reckon this place was purposely built as a hotel. It's too big for an ordinary house. The owners probably live in some of the rooms. The majority are rented out.
I guess that's a benefit. You just live in a hotel if you own a hotel, maybe?
The back room seems to be an office. Desk, files.
I mean, nice thing, you don't have to worry about a yard. So much time spent having to take care of a yard.
I don't really like to climb into other people's houses. Well, not without a good reason.
Yeah, don't say that after what we've been through.
The mast is a copy of a flagpole you might see on a big ship. You often get stormy weather coming off the Atlantic, along with powerful gusts of wind. If the hotel owner ain't quick, he can go look for his flags in Canada.
There's more?
Nothing to find.
Okay, did we really need 3 interactions for that last one?
Looks very cozy. I bet you get a fantastic view of the whales from the veranda. But you know, that reminds me of my favorite film, Whales of August. That genius Vincent Price. In a really unusual role.
Yeah, I guess 90s. You might actually watch a movie like that.
Looks very cozy.
Or that old.
I bet you get a fantastic view of the whales from the veranda. But you know...
Is that...
But you know...
Okay. Right click, left click, same thing.
It's not exactly like the Florida or Californian beaches. The water here is way too cold to swim in it for long. I'm not climbing down there without a good reason.
Oh, we'll have a good reason. Let's go inside. Go see Angelina. Ask her about the British. We gotta examine everything in this room first, though.
There are a few magazines lying around here. Recommendations for trips, tourist information. Nothing of interest to me.
Okay.
There are pictures of ships everywhere. Either the hotel owner has a real maritime interest or thinks that his guests want to see that kind of thing.
Decoration. Private.
A private sign hangs on the door. The owner and his family live in this building. Behind the door is either their living quarters or an office.
Look at it. Examine it. It's partially open.
Young man, those rooms are private.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that.
We're illiterate.
Plants. I know as much about plants as I do about cars. And that's not very much at all. There's nothing in the pot apart from the plant. Nothing between the leaves.
Nothing between the leaves. She's got nothing between the leaves. Think. Can't. Oh, key.
There's room for 12 keys on the keyboard, but only a few are hanging on it. There are probably no more than 8 rooms here. There's room for 12 keys. There's room for 12 keys.
Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Yes, please? Yes, please.
You know my mother? Rebecca Michaels?
What?
Rebecca? Well, of course! We sit together on the tourist board. You're her son? How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. She's lying in the hospital. She had a fall.
Oh, my dear boy, that's... I'll let my wife know right away. We'll send her a card.
Well, if you like.
So what are you doing here, then? Shouldn't you be with your mother?
I'm gonna go see her again later.
Well, please, give her our best wishes.
Yes, of course.
In the meantime, we gotta go upstairs and get laid. The British will be coming.
Does the hotel belong to you?
It sure does. My grandfather built it, and I've been running it for the past 15 years.
Do you live here with your family?
It's like this. The guests value the quiet family atmosphere here. It really is something quite special to stay in a small, family-run hotel. I can't bear those awful tower block hotels in the holiday resorts.
And at some point your children will take over the running of it?
Yes, I hope so. My daughter's studying to be a hotelier in Switzerland. I only hope that our hotel here doesn't end up being too small and provincial for her. My son, well, he's got rather different interests.
What's he doing then?
Now, he's a musician.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yes. He even thinks he can make a living out of it.
Some people live very nicely from it. What does he play?
He plays an electric bass in a band. I think it's called punk rock.
And you're worried about that?
Yeah, he'll make no money. Not a bassist. Do we have to... Can we just go up? We have to keep talking to him?
I don't want to talk to him.
Alright, let's just go up.
I should be looking after my mother or beating the crap out of Fuller's fat face. But instead, I'm standing here with a stomach full of butterflies. I don't know what it is about her, but man, I got it bad. All right, let's go.
He's her cousin. That's my prediction.
Come in.
Hello, Angelina. Have I come at a bad time?
No, come in.
I've got the pictures with me. Here.
Oh, great.
To be honest, it's anything other than great. The wrong lighting, pathetic composition. Fuller has really no idea what he's doing.
I thought that might be the case. I'm sure they would have been better if you'd taken them.
How would you take my picture?
Speak up.
Well, your face should... Well,
Just do it.
Huh?
Don't tell me that you, the would-be star photographer, haven't got a camera with you.
Sure. Of course.
Come on, then. I still need a present for my parents' wedding anniversary.
Very nice. The light is perfect.
Have you been living here long?
Oh, I don't live here at all. I study in Boston. My mom just bought a house here a few months ago. What brings you here? Look over that way. Yeah, like that. Are you an actress or something like that?
You got it. I'm a famous English actress on my way to Hollywood. No, but seriously. I study literature and history in England. I'm interested in English immigrants in America, their aspirations, their dreams, their reality.
Wow, that's interesting.
If you say so, we'll see. I wanted to drift a bit, collect some life stories. I don't yet know exactly how I should organize the work.
My mother's from England, too. She came over here more than 20 years ago.
Really? Do you think I could talk to her?
That isn't possible at the moment. That's a very pretty bracelet.
Oh, thank you. I got it from my grandmother. She was always there for me. Unfortunately, she died last year.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Thanks, but you don't need to be. She was very ill at the end, you know? It was a relief for her. She gave me this bracelet shortly before she died. I'm sure you'll find it silly, but I always have the feeling that she's near me and looks after me. Perhaps we could do a few more special pictures? For your portfolio. I always wanted to have a few photos of myself as a model.
Oh, sure. I don't know, what did you have in mind?
I thought maybe like this. Or like this.
Accidentally sends that to her parents.
Or like this.
Happy anniversary gift. I used to do photography, including nude photography. I mean, I was the one taking the pictures, not the one posing. This is little silly, but okay.
That's it. The film is full.
Oh, shame. I was just getting warmed up. What do you say we go for a meal?
Actually, I'm not hungry yet, but...
Tonight. In the diner.
I'll pay. In return for the photos, okay?
Yes. Sure. Sounds good.
All right, then. See you tonight. Can you develop the pictures by then?
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, how are you gonna do that? He's like,
Jeez. That was certainly something.
Yes, Miss Angelina Morgan has a room here. Would you like to leave her a message, or would you like to go out?
How many nights has she booked?
Damn, no more pictures on the film.
I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to ask Miss Morgan herself. I can't.
All right.
Brown comb-back hair, a long straight nose, eyes close together.
Which room is she in, then?
I'll inform her that you're here. Mr.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, what was that?
I'll come back later.
Thin lips, sallow skin, angular face, pointed chin.
But please, don't tell her I was here.
Ah.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Hello? What's wrong? Sir?
And he's gone. What does this guy want?
What was wrong? What was wrong was pieces of him were flying around, stretching around. You can use your camera to take snapshots at a lot of interaction points. Doing this will unlock extras in the bonus menu. Okay. No. Like, can I take pictures of? Can I take pictures of the key? I go
We have
back.
a date later. Doesn't get much better than that. Oh, I think I'd better keep the thing with the weird guy to myself for the time being. I don't want to work.
Ah, dang it! I accidentally clicked. You know
We
what?
have a date later. I don't want to worry her. And at the moment, I don't even know whether the guy is following me or her. Perhaps I'll tell her about it this evening.
I mean, clearly following her. Clearly.
Well, great. I need to develop the pictures before my date, but I can't get into Fuller's darkroom anymore. So I'll have to get by with just domestic items. Mom's bathroom will make a great substitute darkroom. I've still got the remains of the photo paper. And I've got developer. I need a red light, 2 flat dishes, and a little acid to use as a fixer. And something to do the exposing with. A projector, for example. I'll write everything down so I don't forget anything. What a day.
Okay. Alright. Alright. We can't. Let's take pictures of the veranda, maybe? No. Let's go to the diner. Steal a light. Okay, or over there, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's slanted. But okay.
Yes, this'll do for my red light. This chain of lights is gonna stay dark tonight.
Okay, we just ruined that. We gotta go here. Go to this junk shop.
Come on in. Come on. Oh, it's you.
Oh.
How do you know that? I thought you were blind.
You stink of perfume, like a whorehouse I once visited in Lille.
Holy
Smells
shit.
like teen spirit.
If you say so.
Okay. It's Teens. Oh, I guess Teen Spirit is a perfume. Guess we gotta talk to him. We need.
Come on, what then?
My mother's in the hospital here.
And?
Do you think she'll be in good hands there?
Well, is she sick? She won't be in bad hands if she's in a hospital.
No, I meant, are the doctors here any good?
Well, how should I know? Do you think just 'cause I'm old I run off to the doctor and complain every day? I haven't been to see no quack in years. I was fit as a fiddle.
Yeah. People were made of better, stronger stuff in the past, right?
Yeah. Get to my age and then we'll talk about it.
About the slide projector over there?
I won't sell.
Could you perhaps lend it to me?
Why should I?
Because you want to help a young man trying to improve himself.
Do you need the slide projector?
I won't sell.
Because...
Okay. Are you walking away? Why does it say... Okay, here's what it says. Oh. Click on sign hotel. Talk to hotelier. Make naughty pictures. Wasn't really naughty. We already got the bread and vinegar. Go talk to him, look at projector and walkie-talkie. Radio?
An old radio. Looks like a piece of pro equipment. Are you a radio hobbyist?
Radio hobbyist? You mean one of those idiots who thinks it's neato? I was a wireless operator. I was there in North Africa.
And so, are you still...
I'm keeping the tradition alive. I'd say I'm kind of an expert.
Ah, okay.
Alright. I don't know why we're... Go here. Guess we gotta get some kind of cane? Like, what? Did I break sequence?
Excuse me.
Yes, please?
Since when has Miss Morgan been staying here?
You seem to be her friend. Ask her yourself. We run a very discreet hotel here.
Would that be the case if I were to leave a 20 on your counter?
Sorry?
Nothing.
Well, good to have a discreet hotel, I guess.
This guy, the one who was asking about Miss Morgan, had you seen him before?
Sorry, no. He came in and asked me a few questions. Then he disappeared. A strange fellow. Do you know him?
No, but I think he shouldn't be let near Miss Morgan.
Of course not. I call upstairs, and only when the young lady agrees do I let him up.
And he can't come creeping around here?
Well, that possibility can't be completely excluded. But you can only open the doors from outside with a key.
Okay, that's some information that's nice to know. Do I have a catalog or something? Okay, supposed to identify a coin from him. I remember something about that. Back in there. Photo?
Yep, it's famous. I've seen this.
It can't...
I bet that's an original radio set from the Second World War. It definitely doesn't look much newer. I bet that's an original
Okay. Bottles?
I don't want to get drunk.
Maybe.
I prefer my Star Wars figures. Is Lucas ever gonna make the fourth part?
I made a joke already about that. There... I have to look at a different walkthrough.
Come on, what then?
Oh, we got this.
How do you get on?
I'm blind.
Does it hinder you
We
a
already
lot?
did this.
Well, sometimes. If I need to look something up. Looky here. I'm supposed to figure out what this coin's worth, and I got no idea. It's a rare piece, but it's pretty worn out.
Can I help you with it?
Oh, sure, kid. If you think I'll fall for that, I give you the coin, you run out the door like a punk. I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
How you getting on with the coin?
You got nothing better to do than annoying me?
If I find out the price of the coin for you, will you stop behaving like an ass?
Can't promise.
Tough sell.
Show it to me. You can keep it in your hand. A woman's profile, a few stars and numbers. Have you got something like a coin catalog?
Yep, it's on the counter.
Boy.
Do we have it? Got it? Click on the bum.
That's a flowing hair scent, wreath reverse, from 1793. $2,400.
Not bad. $2,400. I'll offer him $800. The seller's an idiot. Thanks. I owe you one.
Oh, I'm happy to help old, disabled people. Put one over on the other folks. You're welcome.
Perhaps, you could do me another favor right away. I lost my cane.
You've done what? How can you lose a cane?
Not how you think. I was playing poker and, had a slam dunk hand. But how could I know that idiot from the hotel had a straight flush?
You bet your cane and lost.
Yeah.
Who's got it now?
The owner of the Wild Coast Hotel.
Alright then. I gotta pass by there anyway, so I'll ask him.
Thanks. You know, maybe you ain't so much of a idiot as I thought.
Oh my god. Is this character development? Get in there and I guess get the cane. How can you take a cane away from a blind man? Blind old man.
Excuse me.
Yes, please?
Shame. How does he know what cards he has? He's like letting the other people know, like, hey, dude, what hand do I have? Kind of a disadvantage. But maybe he's just incredibly nearsighted. Or braille cards.
I've heard that you have poker games here every now and again. Could I maybe sit in on a game?
I ask you, please. This is a respectable hotel. We don't condone illegal gambling.
I've got enough money.
I'd like to get back into playing poker. I'd be interested in a blind man's white cane as a bet.
Yes, nice. We sometimes play a little game or two of poker here, but nothing public, quite private. Never for high stakes.
Wouldn't you say that for a blind man, a white cane would be quite a high stake?
Yeah.
He wanted to bet with it.
A shame.
You know what? I think I'll inform the police about your game. I mean, that can't be right now, can it? You can't take a cane away from a blind man.
Well, go ahead and call the cops. I've got nothing to hide. I won the cane fair and square. You can ask the other players.
If you say so.
Gambling's illegal. You just said so.
So what was that again about the fair and square win in an illegal gambling game in a respected local hotel? What would Rosie think if I told her about it? What would other people think, in fact? Taking the cane from a blind man. What a devious, slimy character you are.
No, please, don't do that. I am sorry. I really didn't want the cane, you know. Eddie just didn't have any more dough with him, and he threw it in as a guarantee.
How much did he stake on it, then?
Oh, it's not worth talking about. What's $100 anyway? You seeing him today? I could give you the cane. Give him my best, and tell him he can consider it a gift from a good old friend.
So,
Well, great. I'll take it with me and pass it on to Eddie then.
And give your mother my best when she wakes up.
Yeah.
how did he expect us to get this back? Like we had to win it back in a poker game?
Eddie's white cane. I had to get it back to him. It's no use to me.
I guess we could have bet with like the wooden jewelry box, maybe some vinegar, and a drinking bowl. Alright, let's get the cane back to him, and we should be able to get the projector.
There was something else.
Well?
Your
Cane.
blind man's cane.
Well, thanks. You know, you're smarter than you sound. Best put it by the door.
Smarter than you sound pretty stupid.
Hey, listen, if I can help you out in any way, you just ask.
Oh, really?
About the slide projector.
It ain't for sale.
I don't want to buy it. I just need it for a while. I want to borrow it. I did help you with the coin and got your blind man's cane back.
That's true.
Alright, we're almost at the end.
Okay, take the projector, but bring it back today.
Yeah, I'll bring it back today, and undamaged.
Good.
Alright. Never seen it again. Now it's time for us to develop the film.
Alright. I've got everything I need to develop the pictures. It's gonna take a bit of time, so let's get going.
Hasty snaps is what the walkthrough calls these pictures. You're in the bathroom
I've got
anyway.
The pictures. Huh. They've come out quite well, considering the conditions I had to develop them in.
Might as well masturbate while you're in there.
All the stuff that I need for developing is in the bathtub. I hope I won't be needing it for a while. I'm just gonna take Eddie's slide projector. I wish I could make some reprints of some of the pictures, but there's no more photo paper left. But I'm gonna keep at least one.
Ooh. Keep a racy one. We're gonna
I'll go and
trade
visit
that.
my mother one more time, and then I'll get ready to go out.
We're gonna give it to his mother by accident.
And you think that the guy is following me? A student from England? Why?
No idea. I didn't say that he is following you. I only said that he might be. Perhaps it's me he's following.
It's all right, Darren. I didn't mean to upset you. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know. It's just all too much for me at the moment. My mom's in the hospital, there's this thing with England, and then this guy.
Which thing with England?
Yeah, well, my mom, she gets money from England. A village called Willow Creek. Do you know it?
Yes. I even know roughly where it is.
I think it's a place where my mom worked as a cook.
And she still gets money from there? Her plum pudding must be heavenly.
That's the thing. I mean, that's more than 20 years ago. Who's sending her over $1,000 every month? And for what? I found this box next to the bank transfers.
Huh.
I've never seen it before. And that coat of arms with the 3 lions? That's an English emblem, isn't it?
It is.
What exactly are you doing?
I just thought you maybe wanted to see what's inside.
You know how to open it?
There were thousands of these caskets produced in the 19th century. There's a special kind of lock mechanism that's supposed to keep curious people out.
Well, it didn't really work.
What's inside?
All his secrets that he shared
photo
with her. Everything. That's the guy. Yeah, he just, all of a sudden, he's just sharing everything with her. They held hands. What is going on? Do they move fast? Like, I'm not experienced with this kind of thing, but my goodness. Do I click on something? Yes.
A man and a woman in front of a wrought iron gate. Is that your mum? And the man, is that your father? Is there anything written on the back? Blackmere Castle, Willow Creek, England, October 1969. What's wrong?
Butler.
My mom.
Darren?
Do you think she looks 5 months pregnant?
A butler. It was the butler. What was his name? Thus ends Chapter 1.